W.
Hello, everybody. Zay, thank you for the 32 months. Holy. Luna, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thrasher, hello. Violet, hello. NPR, hello. How's everybody doing? Hi, Arlo. Hi, buddy. Do you want under the desk? There you go. Diana, hello. I know you love to lurk, but hello. I hope your drawing and projects are going well right now in class. Hi, everybody. So, I think we might as well just dive right into it. I was kind of nervous about today. I'm gonna be dead honest with you guys. I was nervous because I wasn't sure exactly how stuff was gonna go down. So, you know, but we're here. We're alive. Um. Oh, you can't hear the game. Uh-oh. That's why you can't hear the game. Where is here it is. Okay. So chat. Have a heart warrior. Yeah, no, we're gonna go get food. Um, so chat, as many of you know, especially from those who love POW, Abolish Regret was announced as a member today. And it wasn't specifically said on social media, which I am extremely grateful for. Um, I have been quote unquote accent coaching him for the past 2 months. I have been coaching this man on a southern accent. I only saw Catboy, Cowboy, Mumbo Jumbo. Yeah, so this is how that whole thing started. Um basically, right? Basically, Abolish in April, right? I think it was April. Yeah, ironically in April, of course, of all months, messaged me and was like, "Hey, remember that time you offered to teach me a southern accent if I ever wanted to learn it? Would you be willing to do that still?" I kind of that wasn't exactly how the messages went, but I kind of just sat there for a good minute. What do you mean I have the area lit up and you guys still... Oh wait, no, you were down. Ugh. And bye. I just gotta deal. Oh, the creeper. No, the creeper did not despawn. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Right, so he messages me asking if I can help him with a southern accent because he's trying to do it for voice acting, right? Just voice acting. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know what was happening. I was kind of like, yeah, sure, I'm down. You know, like, just tell me when you want to start and I'll let you know my availability because of work and everything, you know? So for over a month, I worked with this man, right? He seemed very dedicated. I was kind of like, okay, I get it. You want to get better at voice acting and everything, but this is a little suspicious. Right? And eventually he decided to be like, "Hey, so not even there's this thing. I think it was... So theoretically, if I got into a supposed SMP or something like that, like it was all theoretical, and I needed help with certain words and certain lines, I was kind of like, what are we talking, kind of. And it was all, of course, he kept it being like theoretical and everything. I was like, oh my god, dude, that's awesome, congrats, you know, like. Chat, when he told me, I was kind of like, I'm being told this information in confidence, which is fine. I've been given information like that on several, and I mean several, occasions, okay? There are many secrets I hold, chat. That is all I am going to say. There are secrets I hold of characters' lore that you will likely never see the light of day. From other SMPs, from other creators, you know, like, it... Knowing some of this information, I'm kind of like, why do I know this? Why was I told this? Welcome back, nerdy. That's a creeper. Oh, nope. Nope, sir. Ew, my stairs. Yeah, I don't know why I'm given a lot of this information, but I am, and it's there. Hi, Ache. Yeah, so there's a line. There's a line that at the very beginning, right? Abolish asks me, "Hey, how dare my Twitch stop the video feed while I'm plundering a Spanish ship?" Oh my gosh. You go away. Goodbye. I'm losing my train of thought. I hate this. But no, so at the very beginning, he asked me for lines to practice to help him get into the accent, right? So I wrote in a very southern twang of sorts to get these lines. Like a very strong southern twang. And... Oh, gosh! Darn it. My stairs are just taking constant abuse, and I hate it. Did it break? Yes, it did break the stairs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, abolish has trigger words. Lighting up the stairs. Zade. These go down for a while. Like, there's that one. You can see one under that, and then there's another one under that. I'm not going through that right now because there's also caves around it and everything, and I don't feel like it. Um, but no, so abolish has trigger words to get into the southern accents. And I find it kind of funny because I know for a fact this man is going to be saying those trigger words before every stream. And it's I you turned abolish into a southern sleeper agent? Indeed I did. Not trigger words like someone could say a trigger word and it put him into it. No, actually, surprisingly, no. I think it's just because so Abolish and I were calling like once a week. For a while it was like an hour every week of us just sitting in a call, helping him with pronunciation and everything of that sort. Like, yes, ads incoming in 50 seconds. Like, it was just purely helping with pronunciation and getting specific words. Like, his trailer, for instance, that was shown in his media channel on his server and then also on Twitter. The first version of that, oh boy. It was, okay, I can't say oh boy, because it was actually pretty decent, because it was when we were much further into getting him into the accent. But there were a couple words that he asked for help on, because I noticed there was one specific line, I'm not going to say which, because that's for Abolish to tell. I'm only telling certain parts of the story, obviously. But, no, can you go? Can you? Goodbye. But yeah, trigger words, the trailer, first attempt. I remember when he sent me that first trailer, this man texted me, is Zayd there? Because Abolish knows Zayd and I are very much a package deal. A lot of people know this. There's no denying it by now, right? And I was like, unfortunately, no. He's like, okay, good. I was like, oh. And he's like, I need you to listen to something. I was like, okay. Abolish intentionally made you keep it from me? Where there is Abby, there is Zayd. Indeed. Yes, it wasn't my secret to tell, first of all. Second of all, yes, Abolish didn't want even Zayd knowing. And it's so funny because Abolish, right, during our Helldivers little collaboration stream was concerned he would slip into the southern accent and give something away. And so that's why my Alabama April was turned off for that. My Alabama April redeem was turned off during the Helldivers stream because I didn't want to trigger Abolish into the accents. You know what? We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. We're gonna be nice to chat. We're gonna be nice to those who cannot afford a sub, and that is a-okay. We love little Cora. We love Cora. Oh, for those of you who are able to watch right now, I will likely repeat what I just said. Okay. Is everyone back? Is everyone good? Are we all good? Okay. So, right, the Helldiver stream, right? My Alabama April, right? It looked like I probably just turned it off because of I didn't want to do it that day. I turned it off so I didn't trigger or Abolish into a southern accent. I turned it off to make sure I didn't trigger Abolish into a Southern accent. And I did warn him. I was like, hey, I have a tendency to slip into the accent here and there, so just be warned. He's like, no, I know. I was like, okay, but I won't have it happen on purpose. So that's why that redeem was turned off that day, because obviously I didn't want to give anything away. He didn't want to give anything away, so we just found a way to work around it. And you know what? It worked. It went great. That stream was amazing. I think eventually we will do another Helldivers stream with the three chaotic trio. I don't know if we'll ever get a name, but you know, the three of us, we're extremely chaotic together. I don't know why, but we are. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Roomie trio? Oh god. We're not roomies though. It was just one TwitchCon. It was one TwitchCon, chat. Okay, we're gonna make another chest. So you hate them. Well, chat, you have a new goal. Make up a name for the trio. I'm not saying I hate any of them. Hello? Who said I was saying that? Ain't no way I would say something. I don't... how would I hang around Zaid on a daily if I hated him? Cowboys, hi, Sty. How are you doing? No. April 1000% hates me. Totally. That's why I hang around him all the time to keep the hatred. I am well. Good. How goes the Blood Pact? SMP? April hates me so much that they can't live without the hatred. It's become a part of their lifestyle. Oh no. Very bloody. Oh boy. But yeah, so oh, there goes a pickaxe. Yeah, so there were a lot of things. Chat, oh my gosh, if you watch back the most recent VODs, right, for Abolish's streams, if you pay close attention, you can hear when he accidentally slips into the accent for like 2 words and then catches himself. He'll usually like pause for a brief moment and then continue talking normally. And I remember watching some of these streams and just messaging him every time it happened, like, you did it, you slipped. Like, chat, oh my gosh. He even messaged me at some point about it. It was like, April, I slipped. I was like, you know, or at least I think he did. I don't know. I could be remembering differently. But no, it was just funny. Right, let me just go back and watch the VOD. I mean, hey. Okay, so the thing is, right, with the Southern accent, as you all have heard it many times on my streams, when it's an itty-bitty slip, especially because, like, Abolish's accent, I would like to say I did extremely well coaching him on the accent, right? Like, I would say he has it down to a point where it sounds natural, but it's not perfect, right? Like, I'm very proud with how the accent came out because I'm like, haha, I did that. I helped with that. Southern accent is weird, dude, because it's, oh my gosh, guys. On the first day when he was attempting to get into the Southern accent, this man, I say this very lovingly, slipped into the British accent a couple times. He went British instead of Southern. It was kind of funny because that's a common thing when you're learning. Like, if it's not a natural accent of yours, it's actually pretty common to flip into a different accent, right? And it was just funny sitting and Cole helping him out for him to slip into a British accent. I kind of sat there for a second. I was like, abolish. That's British. That's not Southern, hun. And he knew it. It was just kind of funny, cause uh yeah, we had a lot of little moments that were just kind of ironic or funny or something. It was, yeah. After I got told, right, after Abolish told me that he was in the SMP and that he needed help with specific words, um, I remember I was kind of sitting there, I was like, how am I going to hide this from the community? Like, don't get me wrong, I've hidden stuff before. That's not the issue, right? It's just, I don't lie. Usually I'll just stay quiet on the topic, but I felt if I was quiet on the topic, especially being Southern, that would be a little suspicious, you know? So that's why I constantly made the, oh my gosh, if these people mess up with the Southern accent. Oh god. Get it, Zane! Oh, excuse me. Uh, but yeah, no, the amount of times, right, that I would joke about messing with people for their southern accents or something. I feel like if anything, you could just play some Red Dead and adapt to it. So, right, chat. The story about how Abolish got the offer of me to teach him Southern if he ever wanted to learn it, right? Do you, those of you in Abolish's community, remember the Western themed escape room video that he did a while back? I think it was like a year ago. Well over, yeah, I think it was well over a year ago, right? I am not kidding when I say I watched less than a minute of that before pausing it and going to text Abolish and yell at him about how much I was cringing at his fake Western accents. I literally, not even a minute in, I texted this man. I was like, I swear to God, if you ever want to actually learn a proper accent, let me know, please, because I never want to hear that again. And of course, as you know, he took me up on that. But no, he was like, well, I based it off like Cassidy from Overwatch. I was like, no, that's the worst one you could do. I was, let's just say, oh my gosh, chat. So on our last call, right? Our last call for the accent coaching. Right? Monday was our last day of coaching. Right? And he decided, I don't know what came over him, but he decided to slip back into that horrendous fake accent. And the literal bodily reaction I had to him doing that, I had such a visceral reaction. Well, 07. The one Oppo kept saying was really Cowboys SMP. Yeah. I missed. Damn. Did it escape you? Is it hiding now? Is it hiding away from you, Zaid? Remind me not to come over to your house. I missed a note somewhere, I don't know. I have been eat deprived, so I didn't even catch up onto the sips, but I knew he might be in Cowboys, because here's the thing. Oh boy. Ripper Man, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Or is it he person? I think it's he person, man. I'm so sorry. I butchered that. Hello. I'm waiting for the I had a feeling Abolish was in it rant. Chat for those, I message, hold on, let me see if I can pull these up. Let me pull these up real quick. Right, so when he was streaming yesterday, right? When he said if only, I already found it, but April gaslit me into thinking I was wrong. So, right. Yesterday at 2:30 my time, right? So this was about 4:30 p.m. on an EST. And I messaged that right after he said if only for the Cowboy SMP, like being in it when he was talking to you all. And he responded after stream with if only ... just not today. Just went into the dark depths of the internet, but I'm here now. Hi, Olive. And I'm like, you're milking it by now, it feels. I'm like, I will be honest. I wonder how they'll react. And he sent an Attack on Titan with damn you, you traitors. He's like, this. This is how they're gonna react. Damn you, you traitors. Because it wasn't just him. I was partially a part of the lie. That's the thing. And then I was like, man, I'm kind of nervous. Like, what if it happens if they find out that I taught you? He's like, well, I'm going to be letting everyone know that you taught me. I was like, oh. He's like, I'm going to be tagging you. And honestly, I'm so grateful. I think he either A, forgot, or B, he decided not to. I'm so grateful for that. Because, chat, this will be April's last stream. Oh, no. Will it be Appy's last stream? There's two personas here. He's a streamer. He probably forgot. He'd done this trick before when he said, oh, I'm not going to be an MCCR. Guess what? Oh my gosh. Zenny. Okay, MCCR, right? So, as some of you know, I am a Shep mod, right? I briefly mod for Shep. Like, I'm one of the ones that just more or less pops in when I can. Because usually he streams at the same time I do, which is fine. But, no. So, Shep had a mod meeting and was like, hey, by the way, my team and I made it into MCCR. So, I don't know what chat's gonna look like, but I just need you all on deck for this. And I immediately went to message Abolish, right? I immediately went to message Abolish because I was like, hold on. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. This man was gaslighting me even after I told him that Shep already made us aware. This man gaslit the hell out of me for MCCR, even though I already technically knew. I was so upset. Everything's fine. You know what? The stairs aren't ruined enough. I don't care. Gaslit, gatekeep, girl boss. Basically how that went. I didn't run into it. It's fine. Because originally I was going to fight it, and then I decided against it. But yeah, no, This man is too good at lying, and I kind of hate it. I kind of hate how good he is at the whole lying aspect. Because it's like, what do you do? What am I supposed to do? Abolish. Not in a deceiving lie way. Like, more, I can't say anything about this right now kind of lie. First time gaslighting, kind of nervous. Abolish never lies. He just never gives us the truth. True. Like, he just denied. Like, he didn't even, like, lie to me. He just denied. He just avoided. Just kept avoiding, like, saying anything on it. You know? So, it's like, I can't even be mad about it. Abstains from giving information, if you will. Yeah, basically. He'd do great in court, indeed. Goodbye. Yeah, no, that man faintly terrifies me at points. But yes, the coaching itself, I need to abolish as my lawyer. We all know he'll never do that. Okay, no worries. Yeah. Abolish terrifies me sometimes, especially on a level I can't describe. Don't tell him that. Imagine if he's lurking in chat right now. Imagine. Do I want to know? No. Nerdy, don't look. Don't tell me. Don't, no. But yeah, no. Yeah, chat, What about me? I didn't say anything about you, Zaid. Like, I'm actually terrified of Abolish. It's not even silly. Oh boy. Okay. Abolish is like a sweetheart, but one of those, then I can tell if Abolish is in chat. Oh gosh. I remember the sword badge clip. Oh yeah, the Abolish timing Olive out. I forgot about that. Just April mod me. April mod me. I remember that. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot about that. He's not. He hates his friends for real. He's probably just busy doing prep for Cowboys. Let's be honest here. Or Cowboy, sorry. Sorry, Owen. Cowboy. I had to whisper Abolish, asking if I was okay. It was all a joke, I'm sure. We chill? Yeah. I'm sure it was all a bit. It's like the one TikTok looks like cinnamon roll could kill you. Basically proceeds to time out Olive for the bit. Oh boy. No, like Abolish, right? He, especially with friends, right? I don't know how he would be, obviously, with those he doesn't really know, like community members and such. But with friends, like that hotel, there are some stuff that happened that he was genuinely there as a friend and was able to help out. I'd have like 15 nickels. Oh boy. I think I can make another slice of bread. I can make another slice of bread. Let's go. Ooh, I can make... No, I can't. Yeah, I can make 2 slices of bread. Let's go. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. I have trauma from that app. Honestly, that's so valid. Get rid of whatever I don't need currently. Okay. You don't have trauma. I've just been called out by TikTok. I don't have trauma from TikTok, okay? There's a difference. There's a difference. No, because no one gonna say. No, gonna say, because the person said stuff about me back then. Ugh. Ewy. That's no fun. Yeah, if there's drama on TikTok, I personally usually skip it because I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Wait, your accent coaching? I mean, I may need help with the project. I abolish. More storytelling about my coaching days with you. Especially the first day when you went British. Oh hey, it's Cowboy Mumbo Jumbo. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. You will pay for turning April against me. Hey! 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 He didn't turn me against it! You! No, that's the mystery cast member. Indeed. Indeed. Abolish has information that he cannot tell. Sad days. I'm kidding, no. Understandable. Oh, hello! Look! We're not gonna talk about it, okay? We're not gonna talk about it. Abolish, don't you dare say anything. We're not gonna talk about it, okay? Nothing happens. But practice did all start with just one sentence. It did just start with one sentence, indeed. Indeed, it did start with one sentence. My question is, may I reveal this trigger sentence for you to chat? Because I'm still pretty proud of that sentence. I'm still pretty proud of what I wrote for that first practice line. I was very bad about writing practice lines, but I'm still proud of that one. Then again, if you want to say it at some point, then that's fine too. Yep, there it is. It ain't that difficult once you get the hang of it. You just gotta put that southern twang to it. Yes, Chai hinted at it earlier by saying southern twang. Southern. Indeed. Southern. Hey, you know, it's a good sentence to trigger it. April was telling me all about the coaching. I had all the signs. I connected the dots, but my trust in April betrayed me in the end. I believed their lies. Okay, to be fair, I just said Abolish confirmed that he's not in it. I technically didn't lie. I used Abolish's words. That's my excuse. Guys, I'm so dead after today. Oh, 7 last stream digging a big hole on the chunk. It's okay, chat. He wouldn't harm me, right? Right? Oh boy. Abolish, you best bring a lightsaber to TwitchCon. We're suddenly this like men. As a southerner, I don't know how I feel about this. What do you mean? Olive, I think you forget. I literally grew up in the South. That's the only reason I have an accent. And one of the very few reasons that I was somehow able to teach Abolish a decent accent as well. Come on, come on. Tell me I did decent at least. You gotta come up with simple lines. Like, especially, what if I said to clarify was, I would only be in a PAL SMP if I got an invite. I just didn't say if I did or didn't get in. Do the accent again, wait. No. I don't wanna. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. If only I had 3K points. Oh no! The 10 minutes of Alabama April is looming. Well, I deserve that, honestly. I deserve that. I assumed Abolish was gonna be in Cowboys. Yeah, L me all you want. No, that skeleton was looming. You still have to redeem. Oh, do I? Wait, do I actually? Hold on. I thought I turned it back on. Maybe I'm misremembering. Hold on, chat. No, it says it's active. Yeah, all my redeems are active. So refresh. Go away. Just the chat refresh so one of us can redeem it. There was also the Diggins. Yeah, there were the Diggins sentences because you had to get better with your D's. Why are there so many of you? I wasn't great at coming up with sentences, but when I really had to, I was able to do it. It says it's unavailable. Oh. Is it available for me? Oh. No, it's there. It's just at the very top. It just says it's new. That's what my thing's saying. NPR sees it. I just don't have the points for it. Oh boy. Do I want to give chat a free 10 minutes of Alabama April? That is the true question. Oh, never mind, it's back. Okay. Nerdy, did you turn it off and turn it back on? But yeah, chat, how I got into the accent first was saying Southern, then the sentence. Yeah. Southern is basically abolishes trigger word. I personally find it kind of funny. And there it is. Okay. Let me set my timer. Oh, yes, 30 minutes. That's what I want to give you all. An hour, 30 minutes. Sorry. Alrighty, chat. You really want the accent that badly, eh? I don't know why I'm talking like that. Don't mind me. I feel like I've been talking too much with abolish in the accent. You want me to join you for 10 minutes of accent? That is entirely up to you if you would like. If you are comfortable trying it out, then I'm a-okay with that. Okay, it sounds like chat wants it. Hold on, let me pause the timer. Give me a second. Okay, I paused it. Unpaused, I'll redeem. Guess it worked. That's fair. Hold on. I'll even reset the timer for this, okay? Hold on. Give Abolish a moment. Give Abolish a moment. Hold on. I gotta unmute Discord and make sure you guys can at least hear him. I'll rate the accents. I just listened to Abolish's accent from the Wild West video. I'm crying. Help. Yeah. Now you see how I felt. Wait for the ad break. Well, we'll wait. Relax, chat, relax. We'll wait. Nerdy, Twitch don't like you today, does it? Pat, nerdy. Indeed. Chat's gonna get a preview of the abolished southern accent and casual conversation. Oh boy. Right after Pride Month, right? Yeah. It's still funny to me that that horrendous accent Abolish did for that video as a joke, by the way. This will be great background noise as I do exotic mission quests. Oh boy. Isn't it disability month now? Like, disability visibility thing or something? Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Hold on. He needs a sec. Technology can be weird sometimes. Hi, Purple. How are you doing? Do you really want to play this game, Kyrian? Oh my gosh. Y'all. You're good? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Game is paused because we are currently waiting to get in a call with a friend. Or with Abolish, per se. Specifically. But technology is wonky. We love technology. We do indeed love technology. Okay. While we wait, I'm gonna wait to see that Discord notification. Or my phone's gonna go crazy. We'll see which. Just hold on. You'll get your 10 minutes of Alabama April and Abolish. And be kind to Abolish, because Abolish's accent is not perfected. He'll get better with time. It's definitely improved a lot since we first started, obviously. Like, a lot. Oh, hey, new name dropped. Oh, boy. Practice makes perfect. I told him by the end of that SMP, Cowboy SMP, his accent's probably gonna be pretty solid. Like, it's the fact that I can just go in and out of my accent like it's nothing. But also that's after a lot of training. Oh, I think it's time. I think it is time. Make sure you're able to be heard.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can chat hear me?
Yes.
Chat, can y'all? I'm reading off of your Twitch chat right now. Off stream.
Looks like they can. Yep. Okay. All right, you ready?
I'm gonna say this first. It's not perfect. We can all.
I already said that. Don't worry.
But it is much better than my Western Escape Room intro, and
We're not gonna talk about it.
we're not gonna talk about that one. But yeah, chat. How I get into this voice, and I still have to do it from time to time if I don't do it often, is I have to say the word Southern, and then it ain't that difficult once you get the hang of it. You just got to put that Southern twang to it. And at that point, I can just talk like this no matter how much I want.
There it is. I'm
There
traumatized by that intro now.
You don't talk about that intro because at this point, we can just worry about this accent more than anything.
Indeed.
So how you been, April?
I'm vibing. A lot of work.
Yeah.
I was being spammed while I was at work from your announcement.
Yeah, I could probably feel. We kind of just said something was going to happen once your name got called
We
up to what was
did.
going to be for what it was. And Southern calculating, it's not just one portion of Southern. It takes a little bit of the Georgia and Alabama accent, a little bit of the Appalachian accent, a little bit of that New Orleans. And so it's just a hodgepodge of different Southerns to come up to one Western cowboy country folk voice.
As long as you stop taking inspiration from large video games.
Well, yeah, you can take inspiration from Overwatch, and you can say it's high noon somewhere in the world, but it has to be more accurate to the actual Southern twang than just me trying to do it
I
in a
remember
different
when
voice.
you first did that in VC on the first day of it. I was like, abolish, no.
Yeah, no. Looking back at it, it was rough. It was very, very rough.
It was very rough, indeed. It was. Why are you freaking out, Zayd?
I love how Noda goes. I don't notice a difference, but there's definitely a difference in the twang.
Oh yeah, there's a difference. If you open up the video and listen to it and then come back, there's
There's definitely a difference compared to the intro video to now. And if you're talking about there's no difference in how I normally speak to now, then you ain't hearing right.
mm-hmm.
Because I don't sound like this normally, that's for sure.
Mm-mm. Oh, a real difference. Indeed it is. It is.
It's
Chat.
vastly a
I'm
real
proud of
difference.
myself. I'm proud of myself and a baller.
April did good. They did good.
I'm glad
But
that
yeah,
May
no,
pointed out a couple things, I will say, because I
mm-hmm.
probably would have noticed it myself.
Yeah, May pointed out when I would say hour, I would make it sound like I had a lisp
Ow.
at first chat. I would be saying hour instead of hour. I wouldn't actually put an emphasis on the R, which I need to for like your and our. So we fixed that. Like I said, it's not perfect, but the more I say this voice during the end of the SMP, we're gonna
Indeed,
no
indeed.
our like our like our, but it's
Like it's
you're supposed
Owl
to say
Farm or something like
like it's
that.
our farm exactly. But I was saying our farm
Owa,
more
owa.
than anything. Our. Yep.
Owa, owa.
But yeah, chat basically for the entire of this SMP, every single time I'm on that server, I'm gonna be sounding like this 24/7. I ain't breaking character. I ain't breaking out this voice.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the other cast members, I ain't know what they're gonna be talking, but I have made the joke a couple of times to April that we're now gonna have a Western, an Englishman, and an Australian, and somehow all three of them are gonna walk into a bar. And
Mm-hmm.
somewhere there's a punchline in there, I just don't know where it's at.
I do remember you making that joke. Yeah, on Monday, I think it was, right?
Also we got a Scottish man up in there as well.
Oh yeah, we do have a Scottish now.
We got some diversity in this cast.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different voices.
I'm very
Which
intrigued. I trust Luann with Owen, because I know Luann's Southern and can teach a decent accent too, or at least I hope she can.
mm-hmm.
Because I haven't heard Owen, so I'm a little nervous. But chat, I was telling Abolish this. I'm more nervous about listening to the Americans try out the Southern accent versus
That's the
anyone
fun.
else.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, because the Southern accent originally did deprive off of the English accent. So an
Mm-hmm.
Englishman can probably do a Southern accent fairly decently. The American accent, though, has a bit more articulation to some of the wording. And so when you do like the harder R's and the harder T's, it's not just like for the word like car. In the English verse, it's car.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, you make the R's a little
Car.
bit softer, like a car.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, there is no yeehaw. We've already established
We've
that.
already established this, and that's why NPR is saying April's gonna hold a knife to whoever goes yeehaw. Yes, that is, oh my gosh, Antar texted me about Owen's joke on the pronouns for his character about being hee haw.
Yeehaw.
And I immediately popped into his chat. I was like, Owen, I swear, don't do it.
There is no hee-haw in the town of Pity.
NPR saw me pop into chat and be like, there is no yeehaw. I
There
felt
is no
gaslit.
yeehaw in Bossing Say.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the southern accent, it's not that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like, genuinely, you just gotta put a lot of practice to it.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I first like started slipping it out of my accent for the first time in literal years. I was like,
hmm
I tried covering it back up, and now I'm like, if it slips, it slips.
If it happens, it happens. Like, the southern accent, like, ultimately, it's just part of the voice. It's part of the accent.
Indeed. Like I've noticed nowadays, so you can
Besides
hear
basically
it like
failing
sitting in the
Spanish
very
midterm.
back.
I'm sorry, Olive.
Oh, I hear a skeleton. No sir. Goodbye.
Why don't you just block off that stairwell?
Cause I don't feel like it.
You got the stone, and you got the torches. Why don't you just block it off?
Cause I don't feel like it.
You're getting fills at end creeped right now, so I don't really know how much you can go
Oh
for
boy.
there. Oh, and now a skeleton as well. I again block off that entrance.
I'm very much dead. Yep. All I'm saying, there's this very specific reason that keep inventories on, okay?
Well, 1 block distance, I can probably tell why.
Mm-hmm.
A child.
Oh,
Not a summer
there's
child.
two child. There's two
An
children.
undead child.
Oh God.
Oh, there's children down in the mines. No, that's kind of fitting for a western.
Ooh. I'm fine. I'm thriving right now. Whatever do you mean?
I don't know if this would be called thriving.
The children yearn for the mines.
The
Indeed.
children yearn for the mines.
Oh, that's so many. Because they
I
blew up
was
all my
telling you.
torches. They blew up all my
Blo-
torches and now they're
I,
spawning.
I, I told you, you gotta block off that tunnel entrance. You also don't need to be critting. If you just knock them into the void, you'll be fine.
Uh, ooh.
Oh, there goes the creeper. Another creeper. So have you not found a single piece of iron anywhere?
I found like one strand of them and then I haven't found any since.
You found one cluster, no more. Then it's
Mm-hmm.
barren. That's a
Mm-hmm.
barren chunk.
Indeed.
What if you find like nothing? You get to diamond, and then there's no diamonds to mine.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know.
At least you made a mob farm.
Oh well.
Backseat gaming? You're telling to the person that's actually in the VC called nerdy.
Indeed, indeed.
So it's like one block chunk, just almost like Skyblock in some
Yeah,
sense.
it's the mod that Lagundo played on a while back for one of his videos, the chunk by chunk. It's also what he did for his subathon.
Ah, I see, I see.
And then also the same, I used the same mod for the Chunk It Up SMP I
If
messaged you about.
Yeah, fair enough. If you have advice, say it, Olive. Anything really, if you want to, however you want to try to say it.
I love the difference of April getting mobbed to me playing in a peaceful because I'm a coward. I remember the first time I ever played Survivor. Survival.
Survivaler? You got some of that survivaler game mode?
Survivaler. Oh, I'm gonna get knocked
What
off
kind of
this hill.
southern am I going for? It's not really a certain type of southern, really.
I
Like,
mean,
so April taught me roughly the like Georgia, Alabama accent, but the thing is, I was also doing my own research, and because of that, I got a little bit of the Appalachian accent and a little bit of that New Orleans, and so it's kind of just a hoshposh of a what's that word? Uh, what's that food? What's that food type? Potluck. It's kind of like a potluck.
I don't know.
Potluck is southern accents, they just mixed into one. That's one way to try to get rid of the creepers.
I did that on purpose to get all the mobs as much as I could.
I'm the part of southern where I sound like American, but I have that southern twang. Yeah, I get that. See, like I think I'm also having a little bit of that as well, because like again, I'm not truly southern.
I mean, honestly, for like anyone who's American or like has a grip on how to do accents, I feel like after a while you could get a quote unquote true southern accent, you know, but
If I wanted to pin down to like one location, like if I wanted
mm-hmm,
specifically in New Orleans or maybe like towards the Appalachians or something like that, it really just depends on how I'm wanting to speak.
mm-hmm,
But for now, for a Minecraft SMP, I don't think it's too much to worry about.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you just
Also,
mining down the bedrock?
pretty much, because I'm looking for the world chunk spawner core, and it's usually in the middle
There's
of
a
the chunk.
chunk spawner core.
There's a chunk spawner, so I can get more chunks and expand the world. But I
So
already tried
that's
going through
where
all the
the
cave
chunk it up
systems.
comes from.
Yep.
See, every time I hear chunk it up, it reminds me of like a chocolate chunk cookie.
Hmm.
I don't know why. Just chunk it up just reminds me of cookies.
I, I I guess that's fair.
Also, I'm just trying to say the most randomest stuff to try to just see what words work with a southern accent and words that
Hmm.
don't. So again, I'm just spitballing random stuff.
That's very fair. I mean, hey, it's good practice, ain't it? Chunk It Up was my
And
idea. It was a Yugi. The name of it was your idea. The actual SMP was my idea. Thank you. Anywho.
we got some hostility in the studio.
Hey, Zayd's the bestie. I can have hostility without it actually being
Oh,
hostility.
you can have hostility however you want with it. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
Also the fun part about doing the Southern accent chat is compared to how I normally speak, for some unknown reason, doing the Southern accent, my voice fluctuates way more than just how I normally talk.
To be
There's a lot
fair,
more
you
flux.
kind of like, in my opinion, you're more monotone when you're normally speaking.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like my voice is a lot more monotone when I speak. But for some reason, the Southern accent, my voice fluctuates from a high pitch to a lower range, so it gives more life and vibrance to it.
Mm-hmm.
Very much a lot of y'all soft Oz, the occasional oh bless your heart.
Oh, I say, oh bless your heart at
Oh
my
bless your
at my
heart, yeah.
work. Whenever like a customer opens up to me about something, I'm like, oh bless your heart,
Oh bless your
darling.
heart. Yeah. Probably because the accent is more about not really though. Like I've gotten to the point where April can like testify for this,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't mean testify in the gospel sense. Um, testify in the way of like when I first started learning, my speech was very much slower. Like you could tell that I
Mm-hmm.
was really trying to make sure that the voice was
You
coming
was
out as
trying
the
to stick it.
accent. But now I'm just saying it whatsoever. Like I'm not thinking about it, I'm just doing.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, amen. I mean, Nebraska, we got a preacher in pity, so
Mm. Oh yeah, that's right.
yep.
I'm trying very hard to stay in my accent right now.
I mean, I'm taking care of the accent for you at this point.
Nah, I know.
I'm fully committed. Every time I'm live streaming, when I'm just on that server, I got to be in this horse. So
Mm-hmm. You gotta keep the time going.
I gotta keep on going. You gotta keep on digging.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, would you confess to Father Run Dog? That is a good question, Nody. I mean, to be fair, we did say that with the glasses on, Ren is part of Men in Black. With the glasses off, he's part of the church.
Oh goodness gracious.
That's just what we said. That's what we came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've realized when I'm sitting in my southern, my changes
Mm.
too.
It gets a lot more sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just thought no, you just thought I just asked that around. No, I'm reading off of chat.
Mm-hmm.
Dog is a priest on the Cowboys SMP. That is very true. Dog is is not the yeah, I missed my word in there. Dog is a priest, while I make stuff explode. Kind of goes hand in hand.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
You blow something up, you go to church and ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, we'll say that's how it works. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll say that how that works. And crazy enough, this is coming from the person who's actually a Christian. And even though that's not fully how that works, in character-wise, we'll go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pyromaniac, totally unexpected. So, here's the fun thing. Y'all get more, and I'll talk more about this when I actually go live. Um, but when I got asked, I wanted to do different type of things, and then I had the idea, right? My first ever part of being in a PAL project. Well, let me get some water real quick.
You're good. You're good. Stay hydrated.
Ugh. Sorry about that. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, my first ever part of being in a power project. Anyone remember? You know, we're doing a little bit of teaching lesson, a little bit of a quiz. Gotta get sweet tea for those. It's not really much my vocal cords. I just had something come, like, got a little tickle in my throat, and I gotta get some water, wash it down. But anyone know who's in chat, especially those that are part of my chat, Reggie, that is the name right there. Good old Reggie. I was the shipwright for Pirates SMP, and if you don't know what the shipwright was, the shipwright was a good fellow who built the ships and provided cannons and explosives. And so I thought, what if I actually played like a, a variation of not Reggie himself, but like we stick with the explosive theme and actually go with a character that produces some TNT. And I'm like, yeah, that fits the Western theme. It goes with the mining, it goes with the explosives, it goes with the munitions.
Mm-hmm.
And who doesn't like blowing something up once in a while?
Certainly not you, not at all.
Nope. He makes the kaboom. I make it, I sell it, and I use it. Trust me, I've been my plans for that server.
Oh boy.
Um, there's story to tell and there's stuff to do. Now, I won't say anything else because that's some spoilers. And I don't want y'all to just know how it goes without y'all seeing and witnessing what happens because that's no fun.
Mm-hmm. Even I don't know what happens.
All I asked April was to help me out with a southern accent. And the funny thing was, I didn't tell April that what this accent was for
Nope. Besides
until
saying it
the
was
act.
voice acting. That's all you
Yeah,
said.
no, all I asked was, I'm like, hey, I got an idea for another video, and I know you mentioned about the southern accent previously in the cowboy video that I made. Would you be able to help me? And April kindly gave me the time and helped me out for over 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, we go right around to TwitchCon EU, where a nice little Rats 2 panel was happening, and I knew a trailer was being made. And at that point, I could either lie and deny, and at that point, it wouldn't work, or just message April the day of and be like, hey, something's going up, and I'm just here to tell you what it is.
Mm-hmm. Abolish knows I'm intelligent. I would figure it out one way or another.
Exactly. I feel like I'm finally experiencing what it's like to be lucid
Lucid dreaming
dreaming
or
or
tripping off
tripping
my
off my mind,
mind.
one
One
of
or
the
the
two.
two.
Hey, Zed, that's the fun part now. At TwitchCon, you get two people that can speak in a Southern country accent.
Sid's gonna love us. Oh yeah, chat. You know how I mentioned in Abolish's chat, I think it was yesterday, about me getting a cowboy hat with cat ears on it as a joke? Yeah, no, I actually plan to get Abolish a genuine cowboy hat for
I was
TwitchCon.
gonna say I can take the cowboy hat. I ain't taking the cat ears. You can keep those. Or give him the Zade. One of the two.
Oh, come on. Really? Still gonna be a no?
Look, my cat ears that D gave me from last year's TwitchCon
Mm-hmm.
are still in the Cruppy plushie. I have not taken those off. I have not moved them from that Cruppy plushie since I got back home.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, if I get a cowboy hat, sure. How I'm gonna bring that home? We'll see.
You just gotta hold it.
I'm in true. It'd be weird Harry carrying around a cowboy hat all around the convention center, but you know what? We'll deal with it.
I mean, you just have to carry it around for one day, or if anything, I can bring it to your Airbnb, because I'll be meeting up with May either way.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough.
But it would be cool if you wanted to wear it to the convention for one day.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I just remembered you also mentioned at one point that wearing a cowboy hat inside is disrespectful,
Mm-hmm.
but
That is
also
true.
cosplay.
But also cosplay, indeed. There is a difference. Like, usually, yes, it's a sign of a respect to take off the cowboy hat, but also if you're cosplaying something, I feel like it can most people, okay, that
Let
rule
it slide
is
just a little
not
bit.
really known in the younger generations unless
That's more
like
of an
you
older
grew
thing.
up, yeah, unless you like grew up in the South with a pure Southern family that farms or anything along those
Unless you
lines.
grew up with it and you understood it from when you were young and that's what you were taught,
Mm-hmm.
then you would know. But if you didn't, it's not so much of a "hey, don't do that." It's
I highly
you
doubt
probably didn't
anyone at
know.
the convention would be offended if you kept the cowboy hat on for a day for a
I
cosplay.
kind of feel that because it's also the West Coast,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think Country Southern is gonna worry too much about some convention center in the West Coast
Mm-mm.
about a bunch of Twitch streamers.
Mm-mm.
Also, I'm looking through my Discord right now and I see a general chat from Nerdy, and it goes, guys. Apple wants us to come up with a trio name for them, Ballish, and Zayd. So what's this about a trio name?
Yeah, no, after the Helldiver stream, I was trying to find a way to, like, say all three of us without having to say each of our names, and it just kind of, like... Nerdy said the roomie trio. I was like, okay, but we're not roommates or anything. It was genuinely just a hotel room.
It was literally just one hotel room at a TwitchCon.
Chaos Gremlins, that's the name. I mean, we're all gremlins if we're given the damages. That is
I
true.
mean, it depends on how funny I want to be. Depends on what mood I want to be in.
We're just gonna cover that up. San
But then
Diego's a
again,
military
it's a
town,
convention. That's what
so
I'm
the hat
saying.
off should be a thing, but then again, it's a convention. But
But
then
this
again, that's
also
military. That's not cowboy.
also at the same time, San Diego, where the convention center is literally right in the tourist district and the gas lamp area and everything else. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly surprised I've been able to hold this acting for this long and not have anything like main issues.
Mm-hmm. I'm impressed. Like, I mean, the
I'm
VCs we were doing with conversation with the southern accents, like, we were
Yeah, but they
only
weren't
in
very
those for
long.
like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, it would only be a little bit more, and then there would also pauses in between, and it would like jump out and into the voice. This
Mm-hmm.
I've just been holding on for the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
so it is quite interesting of what I'm wanting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that works.
Hey, good practice for Saturday.
Good practice when I do over a 4 hour stream talking in this voice.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Hey, you got tomorrow. Practice that too if you want.
I'm setting my voice tomorrow a little bit. Say it a little bit. See how it goes. Like the
Mm-hmm.
one benefit is this voice doesn't strand too much. Like, honestly, there is no stranding. It's just kind of funny that I'm trying to make sure that I still talk like this the entire time.
Mm-hmm. I can hear you like ever so faintly kind of slipping out of it for a brief
It's a little,
moment.
it's a brief moment, but then I realize I'm kind of slipping out, so I jump right back into it, which, to be fair, ain't too big of an issue. Like if I really needed, right, and I uh, turn these in, like I turn the streams into videos,
Mm-hmm.
those videos can kind of just help. I can redo some of the voicing if I need to.
Mm-hmm. Or let's do like a
In the last
voiceover.
5 minutes trying to find Reggie, I don't know where it's at. You would have to find it on Twitter. Twitter or the POW Creations YouTube channel. Both of those should have it. Twitter. I scrolled. It's also on the YouTube channel, or it should be at least.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. The funny thing is, once I get out of talking like this, it's going to be very funny because the shift in my voice and tonality is going to be very different compared to how I normally talk.
I remember when you started being able to manage to kind of shift in and out the accent, I'd be like, wait, hold up, wait.
Well, so once I get started, that's
Mm-hmm.
the part. Like it's the initial part that I need the sentence. Once I've done it a little bit, I can like shift right out of it like this and jump right back into it like it's not tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yep,
there's
yep.
the Reggie voice or Reggie video. But yeah, like I can jump into this way and now I'm talking normally. And like so that like that's the Reggie video and then I can slowly just talk like this and at that point I just have no worry about what I want to talk. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to speak because the accent's pretty much the same way.
Yeah. That's the nice thing
Yeah,
about the Southern. It's very easy to jump in and out of without much issue.
especially with a lot of practice, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
like you can say the benefit with a southern accent, especially mine, that's not so much like tied to one thing,
Mm-hmm.
is that regarding if I mess up,
Mm-hmm.
if I say a word that isn't southern, but the word after that is southern, you kind of can't really tell,
Yeah, you'll
and that's
jump
the
right
one
back
benefit.
into it. It's only the trained ears that can hear it.
It's only it's only those that really know southern.
Ha. Yeah, I was
It's
telling
not
them about how, like, in
yeah, it's
some of your.
Caucasians.
Yeah. I was telling them about how, like, in some of your past VODs, like, just from this last week, how you
Oh
can
yeah, no,
hear yourself
there was
slip
some.
into it.
There's been words where I've accidentally said something like if I got scared or I said something in like a quick panic, I would jump into the southern accent for like a single sentence or not even a sentence, like a single word,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like go silent for a second and then like go back to how I normally speak and how I normally talk like this, like
Mm-hmm.
nothing ever happened.
Only the Southerners can tell, don't
Only the
worry.
southerns will actually be able to tell when I'm
Indeed.
talking in a southern accent or not. Yep. But, you know, like if I just talk like this, normal voice.
Mm-hmm.
Free Alabama Avery games today only. No, so that's the funny thing also. Um, I've also kind of picked it up from April as well, but if someone talks in like quote unquote the Alabama accent, just a southern accent, you slip into it.
I can trigger it. Let's go.
Well, mine's more controlled
Mm-hmm.
as much to where it's like if you start talking, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to, but I can also talk with you now to it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm probably not focusing, it probably will slip into it.
Yeah,
But if I'm just speaking normally, I should be okay.
I get like Southerners, at least at my last serving job, I would get Southerners in my restaurant all the time. And I'd talk and like greet them in a normal voice, and I hear the Southern, I'd start talking in the Southern voice. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to offend you.
Like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to speak like that. You just brought it out of me. I'm actually from the South. I'm actually from XYZ. It's true. Every time April does Alabama, April, my Southern accent comes out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, too bad it ain't the newest
It's
update.
contagious.
That copper would have been useful.
Oh, yeah. This isn't the newest version,
I
unfortunately.
should show my mom the trailer. Which trailer?
Your trailer,
My trailer?
the little thing you sneak peek you
Oh,
sent out today.
my little
Mm-hmm.
script video that I made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually there's actually something fun about that video that I'll talk about tomorrow. But
Mm.
for now, I'm not gonna say it.
Hey, hold on to the content you want to hold on to for your stream tomorrow. Completely live. Just let
Exactly.
mom carry and watch Abolish's next stream. Okay, the thing is, right, chat, fun fact about Zayd's family. His mother's Southern.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know if she would be agree. It's like it's not perfect Southern. It's definitely not perfect Southern.
Mm-mm.
Someone who is Southern can be like, that's not perfect Southern. I can know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, she's got the
if
Texas Southern.
like that's the thing, right? Like if I told someone, "Hey, I'm just learning Southern for this," and I talked to them in a Southern accent, they would be like, "That ain't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't perfect, but it's doable."
Which Southern is it again, Zayd? I swore it was Texas.
And it's not Texas.
Does she have the same accent as I do?
It's a Georgia Alabama accent.
I don't know. I just find it funny because
Got
we
that
all
Tennessee.
know if I slip into my Southern, his mom's gonna slip into the Southern. It's gonna be a whole thing.
It's a full domino effect of Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask. Oh right, you just grew up in Texas. It wasn't your mom. That's right.
That's funny. Wait, you say you don't even know your own family's accent?
Well, it's like my parents didn't realize I had an accent. They're just like, "Oh, when did you pick that up?" I was like, "When we lived in Georgia and Alabama for all those years."
I grew up here. I was born in Texas.
My brain.
No,
Look,
but
I worked a lot today. My brain ain't
what
functioning.
intonation? What intonations? You know what? Fair enough, honestly.
should know that. You would tell me childhood. Oh my god, Zayd's mom loves to send me baby photos of Zayd.
That's quite funny.
Especially when he's over here.
It's good blackmail material.
I have great blackmail material on Zayd now, thanks to his mama.
Gold old mother's head.
Mm-hmm. But I
How
wouldn't
long have
have
I
to
been
look.
going for with this accent? I just realized. It's definitely over 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, the timer went off like a good 20 minutes ago. I just didn't say
Okay, so
anything
I've
because
been
we were
going
on
on
a.
for like. What time did we start? What time did I join in on this?
Oh.
Anybody in chat now? About
We
half an
started
hour?
about 30 minutes ago because we called
Okay,
at
cool.
almost 30 minutes ago, yeah.
You know what? 30 minutes of an accent? That means I can probably do this for another good solid 3.5 to 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Luna. Hey, practice is practice. You'll take it whenever you can.
Yep. Because here's the thing, right? I couldn't tell anyone that I was doing this besides like April.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I needed practice, I would just practice to myself and just start speaking.
Man would mumble to himself.
Basically, I would just say random sentences that could hypothetically happen in the SMB. But the thing is, the only time I actually got a correction of what I wanted to do was from April, and that was like a once a week thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be like I'd practice, and afterwards I would message April being like, "When can we VSC this week?" April give me a time frame.
Mm-hmm.
We figure it out. And then I would get told if some things are good and some things aren't. And then I would
Mm-hmm.
practice again and repeat the process for a whole 2 months.
Indeed. Is he okay? He's mumbling in a southern accent to himself again, abolishes parents, probably.
So, no, my parents know what I was doing. Like, my parents know everything that I do. So if they hear me talking a southern accent, they know I was just practicing for stuff. Can you make me say this town ain't big enough for the two of us? Well, there you go, Sty.
Pretty solid, honestly, not bad.
I can also say it's high noon somewhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, trust me. One of our like practices, chat was when I first started learning. I could actually probably go back and do that. I took all how we started practicing to begin with was just look at a bunch of different Western movies and video game quotes
Yep.
and just start saying that. And so I just went to Cole Cassidy and I just started saying all these quotes from Overwatch.
I was so mad about that at first, and I was like, okay, you know what? It works because they were the right lines. You just weren't saying them right
I just wasn't
originally.
saying it right, but now I actually haven't done this in a while. Hold on, let me go back and see this real quick.
Hey, let's hear it with the new Southern. Oh, look,
All
water.
right. Let's see. Gunslinger. Gunslinger never made sense to me. I don't sling guns. I sling bullets. Someone needs to fill this saddle. That's quite fun.
Mm-hmm. See, now that you have the accent a little bit more nailed, it ain't that bad.
Oh, we're in the thick of it now. One mission? Huh. I'm in. Let me see. Let me see.
Good gross, good gross.
What's just good standard quotes that aren't really much towards game objective?
Can't
What
stay
are some of his...
still doing work.
Let me see. Let me see. Opening the door this way. Through here. Southern. Let me see.
Hey, have a good one, Luna. Have fun.
Doors don't open themselves. Well, some of them, but this one doesn't. That literally all those quotes are just from waiting to open the door. Quite fun.
It is Texas, but with some Arkansas too.
A little bit of Arkansas. Huh.
I almost said Arkansas. I was like, wait a goddamn second.
Kansas.
My mom just doesn't like to admit it because, well, it's Texas. That is so valid. Zayd, one day I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna be in my southern accent. I'm gonna trigger her southern accent, and then it's gonna be a whole thing. I'm gonna do it on purpose too, because I
Oh,
can't.
here are the default voice lines. That's what I was trying to find. Watch and learn. That's a good one. I tried being reasonable. Didn't take to it. Boom goes the dynamite. That's a good old voice line for me right there.
Mm-hmm. Goes well with your character.
Definitely goes well with the character. I'm the quick. You're the dead. The spider's back. Revenge
Oh
time.
boy.
There's a lot of different voice lines for this character. I mean, there's a lot of different voice lines for any character. It is quite fun doing voice line characters. Just quotes from different characters based off of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Taking
is
those
Zayd found a
quotes and putting
spider?
them to
Is
something
that what's
else.
happening?
Yeah, Zayd found a spider in the room earlier, and then it disappeared because he missed his shot.
So Zayd lost a fight to a spider.
Yes, they lost a fight to the spider.
I would say now won his fight against the spider. How do you lose? How do you lose one round to a spider? You have to go 2 rounds with it.
Yeah, Zayd, how'd you lose? I can't say anything because I once had a spider crawl in my arm while we were downstairs watching TV. And
Prediction started.
why
Will
are we
Zayd get
doing
the spider? Oh, let me get a. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's free channel points right there. 100. Putting 100 on yes.
Nerdy, you took too long. Apologies, like, ooh, free channel points.
That's 100 free channel points right
My
there.
trunk
And no
was
one else
weirdly
voted. And
shaped.
no one voted no, so I win.
So if it's by the corner of the wall, I can't hit it flat. Not the chonkla.
Chancla?
Yeah, Zayd's family is chonklas.
I mean, then shouldn't you be accurate with a chancla?
You would think so, but
I mean, no, you're right. Don't hell Davos. Zayd, instead of actually shooting with full hand-to-hand combat against every other enemy that we fought.
Zayd is indeed a Titan main for a reason.
I'm a Titan man and I don't do that.
Hey, you're an actually intelligent Titan main. You don't eat the crayons. He does.
Yeah, I know, because every single Titan right now is just bonking everything. I don't want to bonk. Every single build for a Titan has just been melee punch stuff.
I eat colored pencils. There's a difference.
Zayd, if I asked you what was your favorite color, what's your favorite one to eat?
For context to those who don't play Destiny,
Destiny 2, royal blue. At least you just didn't say blue. You actually gave a bit more specific of a color.
in Destiny 2, the Titans are like the Marines. They eat the colored pencils and the crayons and everything.
The Titans are, if they could get launched out of a cannon and just catapult themselves to the enemy, they would.
Which they do with the Thunder Crash, technically.
But well, yeah, but the thing was, right? I played Destiny since Destiny 1. And when Titans were announced and shown, Titans were the tank. Titans were the shield. Now it's Titans just bonk. Titans want to punch something? They punch. They aren't really tanky anymore. For some reason, a hunter can take more damage than a Titan or a warlock.
With the right
Somehow, the
builds.
mage and the hunter can take more damage than the actual warrior fighter. Don't make no sense.
Titan go monkey. Oh,
Titan.
boy.
Yeah.
There's so
I'm now
many
just looking
mobs.
through McRae voice lines.
I don't punch my enemy, I punch the ground, so Ice Crystals can do that for me.
That's
You guys
his
remember
Titan.
Monkey's Aid? Good times. Do you guys remember Monkey April? I remember that.
I always remember Zed getting hit with an air mattress and some pillows.
Yes, I miss those mornings. I'll have to do that again. I'll have to do that again in the Airbnb.
Wait, you got more people in your Airbnb this time
Mm-hmm.
than last time. That means more artillery to hit Zed with.
Mm-hmm.
Zed, what rematch?
Zayd, you want a rematch with Abolish on everything. Let's be honest here. The only thing he doesn't want a rematch on is that one photo of you guys posing.
Oh, me, Karen, Zed.
Mm-hmm. He just wants a
Yeah.
photo of that every year that he goes to TwitchCon.
I mean, fair enough, I guess. Oh, you hit water. Too bad it ain't
Mm-hmm.
oil. Even though oil is oil.
That's a lot of water, too.
No, it's a lot of oil.
Oil?
Oil. Which I don't understand why it's oil. It's just OL. Oil. Not oil. Oil.
Oil?
Oil.
Oil.
Oil. Yep. Exactly how that's spelled. How you spell that nerdy is pretty much how it sounds. Oil.
Oil.
The I's shortened. The I's very shortened where you just don't say the I.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying oil, oil.
Oil. Oil.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like fire is fur. For some reason, Southerners don't like saying the word. Don't like using the letter I.
Mm-mm. Don't ask me why. I couldn't tell you.
I, I don't know. Potatoes,
Potato, potato.
potatoes. Yep. Like tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, you also lose some of the T's as well. Potatoes are
Mm-hmm.
good. An old data dot.
Taters. The oil ain't worth a dime to fry your taters in.
The oil ain't worth a dime to fry your taters.
Tater. Tate.
Tater, tater,
Tater.
tater.
Abolish is learning new
Southern
words.
tater. Yep. Basically the same old way of saying it, you just change out some of the letters.
Mm-hmm. Water.
Southern tater, letter, water.
I and T are just extremely short.
Yep.
Or not
But
even
the short
there.
and the mom. The one game Hampton. Hampton.
Hamster.
Hampton. Give. Really do just depend on what. Like, can. So here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your little chunk core.
Mm-hmm.
Can it just be at the very bottom?
It's usually more towards the center, but I didn't feel like trying to just dig in a specific area, so I'm gathering
I'm,
materials because the nice thing is I can throw all this stone into a generator to make more once I get this one.
there's a generator?
Yeah, I can make a little like generator of
What
sorts
advanced
to make
technology you
more.
got where you can just make land?
That's a true
That,
question,
that,
ain't
that
it?
ain't that ain't how alchemy work. As for those who have seen Full Metal Alchemist, and you're getting the equivalent exchange quote in the Southern accent, humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost.
A southern weeb is new. Hey, I've been a southern weeb. I just don't talk about anime a lot on stream, okay? It ain't nothing new.
Well, let me fully get the that one.
Edward.
Humankind cannot Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain some equal value must be lost. That is alchemist's first law of equivalent exchange. In those days, they really believed that to be in the world's one and only truth. Imagine doing an entire anime series, like a voice acting dub, but you just pick one anime,
Hmm.
but everybody's just doing a southern accent. Imagine Attack on Titan, but everyone's doing a southern accent. I mean, you can also say it's a bad day for rain, or a sad day for rain, one of the two. What is it called?
Oh God. Hey, that should be a fun little project we should do, Polly, with the
Oh, it's a terrible day for rain. That's what it
southern.
is. I ain't One Punch Man, but southern.
Oh, that'd be interesting. And Ball is just looking at blinds. I can just
Yeah, I'm
insert.
just I'm just looking through it, but I'll be right back. Just
All
like one
right.
moment.
No worries. Oh my God, chat. I feel like I can talk normally now. Not that I couldn't talk normally while he was here, but it's fine. So chat, how'd I do with the southern? Oh, it's almost 11 p.m. It is indeed getting late. Luckily, I don't work till 11 tomorrow. Death Note, but it's just light. You got me doing the southern accent. Oh God. That would be something for sure. Never thought I'd see the day that Abolish actually nailed the southern accent, yet here we are, and I helped with it. Accent good, I could go back and listen to the before and after though. That's fair. I mean, I honestly feel like if we had recorded like our first couple sessions versus our last one, there would have been a good difference. Like the Western's a good way to go about it, the video, but the accent had shifted some since that video, you know? Like, it was still similar, but it had shifted because Abolish had already started looking into more of the actual Southern accent. Also, now that I'm thinking about it. Let me... Give me just a moment, chat. There it is. I meant to have that on earlier, but it was on the right link and I felt like I couldn't change it. I love that I'm still kind of talking in the Southern. That's great. I never want to use his wave emote as a PNG for when he's a guest. Oh boy.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Accent good, and I gotta go back and listen to the before and after.
A comic dub of that accent?
Are we talking about my accent or a
I
different
think
accent?
so. I think we're talking about just the Southern accent in total right now.
Southern accent? Oh, okay, well, I got a crunch bar and I got some water. so we can continue talking like this no matter what.
Yeah. I actually should drink some more water. I've barely drank water today, and that's very bad.
I'll be drinking.
Hmm. I was running around so much at work, I kind of forgot about it. I mentioned to a coworker I was feeling nauseous, and they're like, "Have you drank water today?" I was like, no."
Like, ha ha ha, funny story.
So about that. Yes, 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 yes. You know what? As long as the other Southerners are happy with it, that's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of your opinions are invalid. No, I'm kidding.
No, honestly, yeah. It goes 90% Southern people, 9% April, everyone else.
90% Southern and then 9% April?
Yeah, then 1%
Hello?
and then everyone else.
I. Wow.
You don't live in the
Wow.
South anymore.
Wasn't by choice. I'm in a military family.
Uh, I kid, I kid.
Me.
Well, your accent abolished. April asked how they did on the coaching. Ah, I see.
Indeed.
What percent is Luann? I mean, Luann's Southern, so.
She's part of the 90. I don't know why I slipped into my accent right there, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, it is what it is.
You're like,
Abolish, you got me stuck. Gosh darn it.
you were like talking like it's part of the 90s. And then you were,
Ugh. Random phrases. Like, I don't even have a trigger phrase anymore. It's just random phrases. I just slip into it.
no, but that's the thing though, right? Like, I can just start talking like I didn't even say the trigger word, and I just start talking in that Southern voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just start getting so used to it where if someone talks in a Southern accent, you hear something, your brain just for some reason goes, I can do that, and you just start talking in that way.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, right, like, from now on,
Mm-hmm.
anytime I say the word Southern, it's now Southern. It's not Southern. It's Southern to me.
You had to force that Southern out. Oh my gosh.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like Southern, like I can say it in a sentence, but if I just want to say Southern, I have to like actually say Southern. I just can't like say it randomly. Like if I was talking about like, oh yeah, I'm going like I know people that are Southern. It's
Yeah, you
like
slipped into
that's
it
what
right
happened.
there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not like oh yeah, I know people that are Southern. It's no, I know people that are Southern, and at that point, I just start talking like and just have that Western accent 24/7.
I've infected you and it's amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be great at TwitchCon.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I can finally get a pickaxe and iron. Let's go.
You should get a bucket.
I have a bucket. I think it's just full of lava. Yeah.
Then put the lava down and make a water bucket.
But why?
So you can go down the side of the mountain. You're in void.
Indeed, I
You have
am.
waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally make a bucket and like literally float down the side.
Mm-hmm.
You can see if you actually might know where diamonds are,
Oh
or
no, I've done that already. Don't worry.
also if there's any nets, any reactor core on the side.
Nah, it's like dead center of the core.
Also, the other thing,
Mm-hmm.
you can make a water bucket and then just dig straight down.
Mm,
Dig straight down, skip every other block, and that way you're covering more ground.
true.
Actually, you dig once,
Mm-hmm.
you then go 2 blocks over, then dig down again. 2 blocks over, dig down again. And that way you cover more ground. Well, there goes all your iron.
Mm-hmm. Again, I have a bucket. I just don't want to use it right now.
Well, I know. I just find it funny that everything right now is more about pickaxes than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I have iron right there. It's fine.
Whatever you say.
It's fine.
It's fine. You know what you need?
Mm.
Some dynamite. And lots of it.
Mm-hmm. Should just blow up the whole chunk, you know?
So, I'm gonna, uh, yeah, like, I was gonna say something. I'm like, do I want to save it tomorrow? Do I want to say it now? I mean, I can
Mm.
also just say it. I also could just say it tomorrow as well.
You could, yeah.
Um, it's not that big of a video. So I asked a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my whole character is about blowing stuff up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I asked the question, how much is too much?
Oh boy.
Right? Like, how much dynamite? How much of a
I'm assuming
kaboom
this
is too
was to
much of a
like
kaboom?
Owen and Oppo, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Because I want to do explosions, but I also don't want to go overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I want to be nice to the server. I don't want to cause an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened, their response,
Oh boy.
I kid you not, was let's find out.
Oh! Oh
So
my
at any
god.
point, if you're watching other POV and you're wondering why the server's randomly lagging, there
Oh
might be some explosion going on somewhere in the world.
no! Pulls up abolishes VOD. What's happening? Here we go with the chaos chat. Whenever.
No, I don't plan on doing that because I don't want to crash the server because I don't want to ruin other people's experience.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no obligation of not trying to make a big explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this what I walk into? I mean, you walked into me practicing my southern, my voice that'll be saying the entire time while on the server.
Indeed.
You also walked into me just talking about it in general. Because I'm gonna be in this voice the entire time on that server.
Honestly, I feel like a proud like sister right now, hearing you be able to hold the accent for so long.
Like, honest, it ain't that bad. Like,
No,
you
it's
get some
not.
water and just
Mm-hmm.
keep working, and you're just fine.
Mm-hmm.
You really did work. Yeah, April put in the work. April helped out a lot.
Once a week for at least an hour until Abolish started feeling more and more comfortable with the accent. They had started going to like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but like towards the end, like the past few weeks was more of just like a hey,
Just a
how's the
check-in,
sound?
yeah.
And it was if it was good and there was nothing like massive, we'd be like, cool. Anything else? And nope. All right, cool.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about just overall practice, and then head on out.
I mean, there would be like questions obviously sent in chat,
Well,
but
yeah. Of course, there'd always be questions that I would like send and ask.
mm-hmm.
Like, so one thing I learned, chat, is this one's also a little fun fact. Um, some words in the southern accent kind of get drawn out more in the middle than the end.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those words, primarily the ones with the E's.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned when making that little intro video, the words fuel and hell of a, you draw
Mm-hmm.
out the EU in the hella part of it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. I remember when you sent me that, I was like, oh, how do I explain this?
You just had to say you got to draw out more of
Mm-hmm.
it. And like now at that point, like the words like, because there's not really much any words that are like fuel or
Mm-hmm.
hell.
It was
That
once
kind of
I
just.
got on like the ramble that I sent
Hmm.
you that I was like, oh,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah. Basically, April was trying to figure out how to explain it, and then April just started talking in like the accent, and then just started talking and just said the word, and then we're like, oh, that makes sense. Just gotta clock in that way.
mm-hmm.
See, I really need to see this stream actually as someone in the Southwest. See, that's the thing. The people that are Southern, and so far we've gotten that it's been a pretty good voice, and it's pretty
I did
decent
my
for a
work.
Southern for a Southern voice, and so I'm kind of happy with that. And the best part is, right, I can talk like this, or I can jump back into my normal voice and we just talk like this, or I can jump right back into talking in that Southern voice that we all hear and know. It's quite fun. Because the funny thing is, if you had no idea how I sounded, and I talk like this the entire time.
Oh, for the newcomers coming into
Yeah,
your
for the
stream? Oh
newcomers.
boy.
And then at one random point, I just start talking like this.
Or they come into a non-cowboy
A
stream.
non-cowboy, and I just talk in my normal voice because this is how I actually sound.
hmm Yeah, your
Yeah, I
voice is a
also
lot more like windy almost when you're southern.
southern. Well, it's also because I'm trying to draw out some of those wordings.
hmm
So I also don't like when I'm talking my normal voice, I articulate more of my wording, right?
hmm
But southern, it's all draw. It's all like you don't move the lips.
hmm
Very like your jaw hangs loose almost in a way of southern.
Yeah.
But it's very relaxed. And so at that point, I'm just talking like this the entire time.
hmm
But yeah, like I think it also is the mic at points to where
Mm.
like it makes me because like you've talked to me in person
Yeah.
and I don't sound as monotone
No.
in person as I do on the mic. And I
Indeed.
think it's just the compression with the mic that I can't really change. That's just how the microphone is.
Mm.
I mean, I possibly could, but I don't know how to do that stuff fully. And I don't really want to mess with my stuff right now. So
Yeah. It's like you have it to an area where you like it, and it's like I
yeah,
really don't want to touch
I
it.
really don't want to adjust. Like, there's almost no adjustment on this mic. I think it's just the internal stuff with the mic that is like has the compression to it.
hmm
But the one benefit, right, is I can talk like this, and I can switch right back out and talk like this, and at that point, I'm just still a nice southern accent, and we're all fine.
hmm
Hmm.
You're having a great time doing this, aren't you?
I'm loving this right now. Yeah, I gotta use it at some point. I was gonna do it all tomorrow.
hmm
Honestly, that probably will just be an entire stream tomorrow as well.
Just an accent the whole stream.
Pretty much just do most of the accent the entire time
Very valid.
as well. Well, like, not probably not in the entire time, but like majority of it. But the other thing, is Nerdy gave me a really good idea for a video,
Oh.
cause, cause like when when I theorized all the characters, right? I've never fun fact,
hmm
um I didn't see, well, for like most of us, didn't see any of the other characters like artwork.
hmm
Some people probably saw more than the others. Do I get collect royalties? You get a bit of credit. You get a no they helped me with this idea. Gave me an idea. Sorta. I mean, kind of helped me, in a way. But anyways, my price
Oh boy.
free. So, the thing is, right? When I first saw Apple's character,
hmm
for some reason she reminded me of a Pokemon,
Yeah, no, I can see that.
and it was Mareep, the
Mm.
sheep Pokemon, the little
hmm
lightning, the electric sheep.
hmm hmm
So, what I want to do, because I think it'd be fun, is me and chat for a stream.
I heard it.
Uh,
Oh, there's an Enderman. Hello, bud.
what's the word? We connect, compare, pick, if you will, in some way. We kind of do a like connect the cast, the character, not the actual cast member, but the character, the photo that we see, to who their Pokemon partner or companion would be.
Oh boy.
You can't assign them. Yeah, basically in a sense. It's like technically we already did Appo with Marit.
hmm
So Appo can assign Marit, Flaffy, whatever way you kind of wanted there. But also, we can also be like little partners in a way. And so we'll do Sherify, we'll do Owen, we'll do Luwen, Shep, Sausage, Gracie, all of them basically. Every single one of them. Appa, it's funny when my character got shown,
hmm
Appa added me, and on Discord
Mhm.
and sent me a Pokemon as like this because Apple saw because I told Apple what happened, which is fine because
Oh.
Apple loves my reap, so it was
Mhm.
fitting. So I'm not gonna say because I don't want to like persuade chat in a way,
Mhm.
right? But I want to see because chat will give me my Pokemon,
Mhm.
and then me and chat together will give everyone else's. Because
Mhm.
there's 17 plus the Mr. character, unless the Mr. character gets shown kiss tomorrow. I don't really know what to do about that Mr. character. I will say though, if for some reason that last character is Jimmy Solidarity Gaming, someone better go back to my stream and clip the part where I predicted like I joked but predicted that to end it off, they do a mystery character and bam, it's Jimmy Solidarity Gaming. If it is somehow that and that exactly what happened, I want that clip because I want to send it to Avo and Owen
I
and be
predicted
like,
it.
I was bluffing, but somehow I still predicted right. Because
Oh
I kid
boy.
you not, chat, I have no idea who that person is. I promise. Will cross my heart and everything.
Mhm.
Like, I have no idea who that last character is. If it's Mumbo, then it gotta be Cowboy Mumbo Jumbo.
Pal's comments on their Martin and Mystery announcement was just filled
I've
with
just
"It's
filled with
Jimmy, trust."
it's Jim and Trust. It's gonna be quite funny if it, but at the same time, I think everyone's like wanting the Western Jimmy. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I understand if it isn't. And I wouldn't be too upset if it was or wasn't. I think either or would be good. Because whoever they pick for a cast member, they're gonna do well.
Mhm. Anyone Pal picks is awesome. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, I think that's enough for the voice right now.
Yeah.
It's like constantly talking
Why?
about it
Why do you
for
think I got out of it for a
yeah,
little bit?
yeah.
Normal
Went
abolish.
went went for a full hour.
Yeah.
I could keep going, but like, yeah,
I've been getting IRL bestie interested since she's obsessed with cowboys, and even she says it has to be Jimmy. Yeah,
that's
fair.
funny. I mean, it is quite funny that like the silhouette there is a mustache. Um, so it would be very, very funny if it is like Jimmy Solidarity, but with a mustache, and it's just like deputy or like a bandit.
No, goodness.
Don't know what it would be, but I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. There's always excitement with Pal.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm also excited because I've been slowly figuring out my build stuff.
Mm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I already know what I'm going to build, right?
Mm-hmm.
But story wise, I'm slowly like building up it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not gonna pull a sausage and just in one day have a whole neighborhood.
Oh boy.
But it will be fun. I mean, if it is
Indeed.
him, he's an out of towner, so I'm thinking of two things. I mean, it could be either a bandit or like another, like a new sheriff's in town, because that would kind of be funny.
Competition of the sheriffs.
Ho- Honestly, this town ain't big enough for the two of us, and it's just two sheriffs.
Yeah. No, I'm intrigued by Cowboy. I'm still a little salty about the whole joke on April 1st.
Oh, So I find it hilarious that that
Mm-hmm.
happened because I helped make that
I was about
video.
to ask this chat no.
So I helped make the April 1st video. Like what was it? Owen edited the video, Apple got the footage, and I got the music. But the funny but the funny thing is, right?
I think I found
I
it.
gen
Yes! I found it.
Oh, nice. World cores.
I can probably
You
stop
get
digging. Oh my
Oh, it's a
gosh.
chest. I thought it was just a random block. Okay.
Oh.
So I helped with the music because I always help with the music stuff. Because like epidemic sound wise. How'd I get timed out?
Line to chat again. Abolish didn't lie, he just didn't say anything about it. That's the difference.
I think I've mentioned it before. Um, but what I was saying though is that I didn't know Cowboys was actually a thing
Oh,
when
that's
this was happening. So I genuinely was like joining in thinking, "Oh, this is funny because haha, Cowboys funny, silly. It's not actually happening." I didn't realize I was just in on the joke without being in on the joke.
Oh no, they really played you like a fiddle, didn't they?
Well, they didn't like say anything like, "Oh, yeah, no, well, I think what's the other thing is I made the comment because Appa was looking at something and it was April 1st, and I made the comment, wouldn't it be funny if you all just like redid a Cowboys thing real quickly?
Mm-hmm.
And they both were like, you know what, that would be funny. And so they just did it. It was just like it ran in just in a VC one day. And so it just happened. Little did we know there was actually a cowboy happening. Like, I'm not complaining, but it is quite silly.
Indeed. Okay, I got plenty of cobblestone for that. Oh, it's finally time.
So how does this work exactly?
So pretty much I feed world items, like I can do dirt, cobblestone. I don't think dirt, but like cobblestone, like most of the majority of the stones, I feed it to this world forge and it creates these shards and eventually it turns into the core if I have enough materials, which
Mm,
I'd be surprised if I don't with almost 4 chests full. But yeah, it's pretty
man, if
much
you had
how I get more of these world cores.
got it. I was gonna say if you had the copper golem,
Mm-hmm.
you can just place a little chest above the furnace, put a hopper
Mm-hmm.
chest, and then just have the copper golem constantly store items into it.
And this is why I have the copper forest to make my chunk spawners. I
You know, it
think
was
everyone's hyped for the SMP.
yeah, I was gonna say I think majority of people are very, very excited for it. Just because everybody has been wanting a cowboy SMP since
They've been
end of
asking for a
Rats, beginning
while.
of Pirates, like
Yeah,
around that era is when people were like making the suggestion.
indeed. It's been a long time asking. Alright, you ready to see how this works?
Mm-hmm.
So I just place it down, right click, give it a
That'll be in the
second.
direction you're facing.
Yep,
Oh. What
and
happens if you jump down while it's building up?
I'll suffocate.
Oh.
It's happened to me before. On
No, you're
a.
somehow you're in between an acacia biome.
Mhm. But yeah, no, that happened to me on Lagundo's Sebazon server for the chunk. Um, we were trying to find the end portal, and he spawned a chunk, and I happened to be too close to it and suffocated.
Yeah,
It was kind of funny, but
it happens.
just the cutoff scream.
Death by world building, it's fine.
I realized as well that Ghosty Fruit pretty much did foreshadow about it last year because she asked about it in Pirates panel, and 1 year later, it's actually legit. I was watching one of Oppo's streams, and Cowboy was supposed to happen last year, and it was supposed to be a lot shorter than it is now.
For Cowboys or Pirates?
For Cowboy.
Oh yeah, no, Cowboy is way shorter than any other SMPs that they've done.
Yeah. Yeah, she said that Cowboy was supposed to happen last year, but
I think timing wise, I feel like it fits better here.
mhm.
Everybody cheered. Welcome back, Nerdy.
Yeah, Oppo mentioned Cowboys was supposed to be a one shot like a year ago. Yeah. Like a one stream kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think a one stream works for an SMP like Cowboys though. Like a short
Mm-mm.
SMP, yeah, but I don't think one stream would work
Mm-hmm.
unless it was just like one story. But even then, I don't think you can like fully commit to just a one shot for Cowboys.
Oh, nerdy. Nerdy, nerdy, nerdy. What am I gonna do with you?
Mod abuse.
Mod abuse. Nerdy timed out Itza for 1 second, mean to nerdy. Mod abuse. NPR, remember when we used to have a mod abuse emote in Oppo server? I remember that. People would spam it all the time. Ah, the good old modding days. I don't miss it. I will mod for certain streamers, aka Abolish and Shep, and that is it.
Yeah. Pretty much chill vibe.
Chill vibe, yeah. I love Oppo. I love Owen. But
Yeah, bigger chats.
bigger chats. I mean, I didn't even Twitch mod for them. I just was a Discord mod. For Oppo, I did Twitch modding for a little bit, but then I stopped being active. So Oppo was like, "Hey, do you want to like step down from Twitch modding?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
You're gonna hear
Sure.
from I'm having Appudo and bring you back into the fold.
Oh God. No, half of the Owen mods are trying to convince me to come back to the Owens team.
That's funny.
I'm gonna be dragged
Only
back whether I like it or not.
you only come back during the subathon just to use Pogly.
I mean, hey, there was a VC-a-thon that Owen brought me back for.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was like, what? I still remember that. I remember Brooks trying to convince you. Brooks has been trying to convince me since I left. Since I retired. This is not new.
Leaves modding 1 day later. Hey, do you want to come back?
Literally, we have okay, so fun fact, right, about the Owen mods. We have a Discord for retired and current mods for
That's
all of the
funny.
staff teams, so we could all stay in contact. And
Mm-hmm.
literally half the time, Brooks will always mention, April, we miss you. I'm like, hey, I miss you guys too, but I got other stuff going on. More chunks, more chunks, more chunks. Let's go.
So wait, can you actually build over the void?
I could if I wanted to, yeah.
Oh, it's basically just like Skyblock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except I can actually give myself more chunks.
yeah. It's Skyblock plus all the builds or all the
Ooh, I
blocks.
see some good ores in that one. Ah, yes, the cutoff trees. This happens a lot.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment you just place something down and it's just a wall of like mountain.
I sell diamonds. Yeah, no, we've like I remember on the Chunk It Up SMP, whenever we spawn chunks, sometimes one would be like extremely tall and the other would be super short. You gotta be on the midterm, let's go!
Oh, cool. W. That is a passing grade.
It is indeed. I don't miss school.
I don't either.
No, thank you. Tried college. No, thank you. I cried
What's
over it.
college?
What's college?
I
Mood.
never went to college.
I tried and I failed. Let's just put it that way. Okay, well, I didn't fail. I flunked out because depression.
You know what? A good reason.
Hmm.
What school?
What school?
What is education?
What is education? Indeed.
Ads in 50. Dang, nerdy, you're putting on 50 ads. That's crazy. You're almost making bank apparently.
Damn. Nerdy making
You know,
sure I get that money.
I so genuinely, I have a really stupid idea that I want to do for like April Fools or something,
Oh boy.
where I like it's a group effort, right?
Mm-hmm. Why do I feel like I'm gonna be dragged into this because you're talking
No,
about it now?
no. Well, technically you can help. Um, but what I do, right,
Mm-hmm.
is I do a 24-hour stream,
Uh-huh.
and it's just like normal Minecraft noise, lo-fi, just nature, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
But I max out the ads
Oh god.
I can, and I just let it play, and people can just have it play in the background tabbed. I
Oh.
want to see how much money I can make in 24 hours off of
Oh
it.
my gosh. April joins in on the April Fools. Yeah, I'd put the alt account on for that.
No, but that's what like. It doesn't just be your account. It could be anyone. Like literally, just have it tabbed out, turned audio down slightly, and it's just tabbed, and just the ads are playing. I mean, the benefit is 24 hours. You get free channel points.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm at almost 50,000 in your channel right now.
Hmm.
But to be fair, I don't spend them. I've thought about it, but I don't.
Yeah.
I should probably light up the new chunks. That'd be smart.
No, but yeah, like that's what I'm. I just want to try it once. Maybe in December, actually.
Hmm.
The reason why in December is usually ad revenue pays higher towards the end of the year
Yeah,
because of Christmas stuff.
indeed.
So if I do like one stream 24 hours of just like Christmas music themed and I just crank up the ads
Oh god.
and it's just a lo-fi and such. Actually, how high can I turn up ad revenue? Like AdSense, I'm actually looking
I
at
think it's
those.
like 30
Every 30
minutes?
minutes?
Mine are every 30 minutes, and it's 3 minutes of ads an hour. I think.
So I can technically, if I wanted to, I could run 22 minutes of ads.
Oh
Run a 3 minute ad
gosh.
every 8 minutes.
Oh.
That's basically like Spotify without um
Yeah. I've been definitely considering investing into Twitch Turbo because of stuff like that. And NPR is gonna hear that and be like, do it.
well, you know, so like I'm just thinking if I just run it like Christmas jingle epidemic sound music
Mm-hmm.
24 hours and it's 8 minutes and it's X amount of ads every 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm basically getting 30 minutes of ads every 38 every hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we just do a test. I think I didn't follow. No, here's the thing. It's not just a random stream. We all know about it in advance.
He pings you in advance for it, Olive.
Yeah, like this is a like because here's the thing. You get free channel points. You don't have to watch it. You just have to be tabbed out. Like literally just have it like
Oh yeah.
music turned down in the background or like muted on the tab, but the audio's still playing. By the way, fun fact, if you want to still get channel points without losing, keep don't mute the actual video, mute the tab on Twitch. That way you can still get channel points without actually hearing the audio in the background. And trust me, I do that for Owen streams all the time when I have to go work on stuff.
Yeah. That's usually what I do with your streams. I'll just leave my PC on and go do other stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, but like, so here's the thing, right? Because you don't lose any money. You just have it running in the background. You can watch other people's streams, do your own thing. Doesn't matter, right? I just play music. It's just a 24-hour stream of just Christmas lo-fi and just ads every 8 minutes.
Yeah. I remember when I did my birthday stream, oh my god, having OBS on and the brightness of the words on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
Oh
was
yeah, no,
rough.
I put a blanket over my computer screen,
I
so I
thought
don't
about
want
it,
to
but then I was too lazy. Because I had my
put
camera
everyone
on at
on.
the same time, so.
Proceed on the 1%. So I want to just see, because I want to see how much money I'd get from Twitch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like ultimately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Twitch doesn't care.
Mm-mm.
As long as they're getting the ad revenue from the company, as long as I'm getting the money from them, and people are somewhat seeing them here and there,
Mm-hmm.
they do not mind.
Nope. It is a curious,
It's just a,
experiment.
yeah, just I want to see what happens.
Yeah. I just put everyone on 1% volume and turned system down to 1% too. Fair. Very, very fair. Can I put sand in this? I can put sand in it. I'm genuinely just trying to feel like I actually am in a world instead of a chunk.
Yeah, that's fair. If someone made a 10-minute video with ads every 20 seconds to fundraise stuff. Yeah, no, basically it's that. Honestly, that can be my fundraiser to go to TwitchCon EU.
There you go.
I do a few of those streams.
Damn, the one time I'm finally like, yeah, I'm not gonna be going to TC for a little bit, you decide, oh, I'll go to TCU. Shaking my head, abolish, how dare.
I was possibly going this year, but this thing
Yeah,
just
I
didn't line
remember
up.
that.
So,
Yeah. I remember you and May talking about it at a dinner on Sunday.
mm-hmm.
That Outback dinner was insane.
Yeah, I still feel bad for the waitress.
Yeah, I do too. I tipped her pretty well to make up for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I felt so bad.
And for those who don't know the Outback Steakhouse story,
Oh boy.
basically, end of TwitchCon, we were like, let's just go to Outback Steakhouse. It's just like one big final meal, and it was a big group of us, like 20 of
Yeah, I was
us,
about to say, I think it was at 20. Oh, there's
and it was
fans.
like Lagundo's group, like a Diego's group, Apo's group, and then our group. So it was like there was like 20 of us. It was all registered, everything. That same day, it was also the soccer match between Kyle and Akko, I
Yup.
believe it
Yep,
was.
it was.
And somehow the stars aligned and the soccer match finished, and they also went to the same Outback Steakhouse. And so there were just roughly 40 some creators in this one Outback Steakhouse
All
in the
shoved into the
back corner
corner.
of, in the back corner of the building.
It was
We will
so
I
loud. Oh my gosh.
It was loud. I felt bad. But two things. The waitress got paid well in tips. because every creator agreed we're paying this waitress good.
Mm-hmm.
And then also that Outback Steakhouse made profit because how many creators were there ordering food
We
on
need
a
to do that
random
again this year. That's all I'm saying.
Monday
We
or
have to do
Sunday.
something like that again. Get
Yeah,
as
we
many
will.
people as we can together.
100 creators this time at
Oh
Outback Steak.
God!
You'd have to like rent
Calls
out
him
the
up
entire
like a week
building.
ahead. Hey, so I
Yeah,
got 100 people.
100
A
people.
100. They'd probably be like, "Hey, you have to talk to our events coordinator or
Yeah.
something."
Mm-hmm. Like, no, we're not trying to do anything. We just all want dinner. We're all just gonna like just have the tables,
Well, it's like most
everything.
restaurants have like a limit on how big a party can be until it has to be directed to.
To yeah, an events
Yeah.
coordination person. Yeah.
Like I think my restaurant's limit is 25, and then you have
Mm-hmm.
to talk to our events person.
What happens if it's like just 26?
Oh, Lord help us. Usually I'm the one giving those large parties and I hate it.
No, no, I get that, but like, what happens when like what actually is the number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you say 25,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if someone's like, well, it's 27
They
or
still have to
26.
talk to the event coordinator. Like if it is 25 people exactly or above, it's like the restaurant, you can't make a reservation online if your party is larger than 4. I'm not even kidding.
That's crazy.
So, that's how strict my restaurant. Olive went to go TwitchCon. I don't blame you, Olive.
TwitchCon fun
TwitchCon is very fun.
is pricey.
It is pricey, and unfortunately, I don't plan on spending too much time in the actual con center. Like, I actually want to do stuff this year.
Yeah, which is fair.
Because this is what, number 4 for me?
It's number 3 for me.
hmm Vegas was your first one.
Yep.
Vegas was my second.
That's why I met you in
Yup.
Vegas.
Because D saw
Yeah,
blah, 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 blah. You know who I'm talking about.
Reziel.
Yep. It was like, oh my god. And then he was like, I gotta get April stuff. April! I was like, oh, okay. People know me.
Well,
Hello.
it wasn't even like we didn't. So D saw Reziel,
Yep.
and we're like, oh, we let's go say hi to him real quick.
hmm
And then we got up and we like literally we just uh Reziel mentioned we got up, went to go get food, like ate food, and
hmm
then we were just talking, and then we saw. Well, the thing was, well, rewind it a bit. We saw, um, like you guys at the TwitchCon like MCC like in front of us,
Yeah.
like in the crowd.
I remember
And
that. Yeah.
yeah, we clocked out the hair color. That's the only reason why we noticed. And we and we were we were scrolling through Twitter or something, and we saw the photo, and we're like, wait a minute, that was in front. And then we're like, oh. And then when we got like after we realized that's when we saw you guys, we're like, oh. And so we went to go say hi to Reziel, and then afterwards, they he introduced you,
hmm
and it was like, this is April, and we're like, April, and then we both clocked because you were Owen's mod at the time and such,
Yup.
and so that's
Yup.
why.
I was what, a Raise mod, I was an Owen mod, I was an Oppo mod, I was a Shep mod.
Yeah,
I modded for a lot of people during Vegas convention.
welcome back, Sage. You fight another spider. Uh, Is that why you were gone for so long?
Wait, this stream is because of Raise? I mean, in a way, yeah. Because
Yeah,
Raze
and
was trying to help me because I have a medical thing, so Raze was trying to make sure I got taken care of, and they just
yeah,
happened
because
to run into us.
you needed food and
Yeah,
water.
yeah, because I'm
We were
hypoglycemic.
just we were just in the lunch like in the cafe area, just
hmm
finishing our lunch.
Raze would not let me
And it,
leave their side until I got food.
oh yeah, no, because like we ate and then we just hung out with y'all because
Yep,
that whole day,
yep,
and we ate stuff, and afterwards, like every day after, we would like meet up at like random
yep,
points.
yep. I remember taking that one picture. I looked at you. I was like, I promise I won't post this.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Um, next spider I find, I'm throwing it at you, and then I'll take that spider, and then I'll hide it somewhere, and
Oh
when you are
god.
sleeping, I'll put it in your bed, and then I'll tell you about it the next morning.
Oh god. He's gonna do a dot 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 response. I'm calling it now. Aw. I genuinely want to try cooked tarantula. Zayd and Abolish meet up? Zayd and Abolish have met up. What do you
Yeah,
mean? What?
I literally princess carried Zaid. There's a photo. Like, genuinely, right? Here's how the interactions went at TwitchCon. No, like in Colorado. I mean, could happen, but
Hey, you should come up here to
n-
ski sometime. That's what you should do. Because I'm
yeah,
trying to
go over
teach
to you
Zayd.
guys.
Or like snowboard. Because I'm trying to teach. Oh god.
Can I join the call for this?
Oh boy. Do
Oh,
we?
brawl! Everyone, get in here.
Oh boy. Where's our group chat?
Moving over to whichever that chat was.
Where is it?
I found it. All
Aha.
right, moving
Found it
over
too.
there.
Okay. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can be heard. Hold on.
Oh,
All
no one
right, you
talks.
wanna
Oh, you can be
That's
you
heard.
wanna
crazy.
talk
Cool.
about the interactions?
Yeah.
I'll fact
Oh
check.
boy.
All right, so let's scroll through interactions. So, let me see. So we had our first interaction was Helldivers.
Yep. Because
Mhm.
I
As like
wanted to
a
make sure you two knew each other before the
yeah,
hotel.
Got the
hmm
vibe down and such. I was extremely anxious.
yeah. And then I was waiting at the airport for so long. Your guys' flight got delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed so bad. I felt horrible.
I had a crying child next to me, and there
Yep,
was nowhere else to sit in that airport. So I'm like, well, um,
this is my life now.
yeah, got finally met y'all. Um, if you did your little like hand hello greeting.
Oh yeah, yeah. How I like kind of
The
do a
little
Like
mind
salute kind of
circle,
thing.
yeah,
or
like
like
a
the
little
salute thing.
it's like the Jedi, like you forget everything or like that, but it's like a little circle you do with
You
your
will
hand.
let us pass.
Yeah, it's basically that. We get to
The hotel.
the hotel, um, get the rooms, and then April leaves the hotel room to help Deity get
And
their
he
room,
found out
Oh
he
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
and then also
someone else.
you, yeah,
Don't
you
worry.
were yeah, um, kind of figured, but
Excuse me.
our first general interaction, right? When like I knew this would like be chill
Mhm.
was because April gave me a Minecraft torch as a gift.
I remember
And
this.
and we thought it'd be so funny to turn off the lights because that torch was bright. It's
Oh
it's a
yeah.
bright little Minecraft torch
Uh-huh.
for like a little like keychain light.
Not this
And
again.
we dive over one of the beds, hide up
Hide
against
behind
the
it.
wall, hide behind it.
hmm
Zayd, I told Zayd put freaking Captain Sparkle's creeper on.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
my
when you opened
god.
up the door in pitch black,
It was
you're like,
genius.
what is happening? I turn on the torch that you can only see that's just above the bed. And then Zayd
Yep.
plays the music.
Yep.
And we die laughing hysterically.
Oh my gosh, I wish I got a video of that, dude. That would have been hilarious.
I don't actually believe I mentioned this, but that entire time, I was battling the worst migraine of my life.
Yeah, you never said anything like that.
I never said it, but my
No,
head
the
was
only reason I knew you
throbbing.
were okay is because you had a literal fever that night.
Mm.
I remember
And you
that because it
slept
was
in
after
front of
ramen.
the air conditioning unit?
And I set the
Okay,
room
you
to like
see,
60
I didn't want to
degrees.
make things too much of a hassle.
I remember I set the room really cold because I'm used to
I know
sleeping
how
in a
April
cold
can overheat.
environment.
Honestly, I don't even think it was the air mattress that was making me feel that way. It was just genuinely the temperature and the fact that the blanket was kind of like bad at insulating heat.
Well, yeah,
You know how
you
hotel
put your
blankets are.
feet, which are one of the most sensitive, like,
That too.
To the
to like
Now,
temperature,
AC.
directly to the vent where the cold air was coming from.
to be fair, I was wearing one of my winter pairs of socks that was like extremely thick and fluffy. So I thought in my what do you call it?
In your thought of having a
In-
migraine and having a fever, you thought that
Oh
was
no,
a good idea.
no, what is it? What's the word when when someone's like
Your lapse
amateurish
of your
or
lapse of judgment.
like
Oh,
what it
man.
starts with an A, I know that.
Didn't Zay trip over a suitcase pitch? Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
No, it wasn't while we were wailing at each other. They'd have to go use the bathroom.
I'd go use the bathroom, got up,
Literally,
quick on the
literally,
suitcase.
Because I had
yeah,
my suitcase in the middle of the walkway.
the middle of the walkway, and it's pitch black because you're all gonna go to sleep.
I didn't fall on my face, but I kicked it and my foot hurt because I hit
And
one of like the feet of the
you hit the
suitcase.
you hit the little like tiny wheel, and it was so funny because me and April heard it, and then you like fell over, caught yourself, and started bouncing on your foot, and you just started like just saying random like words.
I remember
Just
that.
in the pitch like black and the thing was none of us were asleep, but you were also trying to whisper like
I was trying to
like
be considerate.
yeah, none of us was quite like here's the thing, the suitcase made a loud noise already after getting hit,
Yeah.
and none of us was already asleep before it even happened. We all just were like laying in our own beds.
Yep.
And so when that happened, you just were like doing the thing where it's like you try to hold in the pain. You're trying not to wake anybody up. So it's just like aggressive whispering, just saying things really fast and quickly in like the quietest way possible in the dark.
Basically.
That hotel room was simultaneously like some of the best moments of my life and some of the most sickly moments of my life. But I just kind of looked over it because I was like, I was having too much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then every morning Zayd would get pelted with pillows.
Indeed. The best part of the morning. Abolish has a good arm for throwing pillows,
I
apparently.
swear, if you Hammer and Bram all do that to me in the Airbnb, I'm going to probably suffocate you with a pillow.
No, you love me too much for that. That's the thing.
One of these days, you are not going to be able to use that against me.
No, I'll be able to use that against you for pretty much the rest of our lives. I'm pretty positive, Zayn. You can't live without me, and you hate to admit it.
So anyway, abolish.
But yeah, and then what was every other interaction was like, yeah, no, the reason why Princess carried you, like held you, is because
Weren't you
we
testing
talked
how
about
much
like
weight?
It was weight training or something, or how you could
no,
like.
yeah, I was mentioning like working out and such, and then you like asked the question if I could actually carry you. Because I asked how much you, because you said that, I'm like, well, how much do you weigh? And you told me, I'm like, yeah, I could probably just hold you up. And you literally
I tested the theory, and then
grabbed my
April saw
shoulder,
it.
jumped, and I wasn't fully ready, so I had to like halfway grab you, then like re-hoist you back up.
And then April saw it, took the opportunity to take a
Yup.
picture, and then I
Yup.
posed for the picture. And
Mhm.
that's how that picture became. Or it came to be, not became. I can English.
Best picture
It's not
post
late.
after Abolish face revealed. I still remember the ramen thing about, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we just posted this and didn't tag anyone?
Oh yeah.
See how
I was
long
like,
it
oh
takes
yeah,
for
that's not
chat to
abolished.
figure it out.
You know, and like the thing was, so chat was like, oh, they're pretending that we're not gonna say anything because they think we're not gonna notice. We're like, we're wanting you to notice.
Yeah, I
Want you to
remember
say
everyone was
something.
like trying to be like all sneaky about it, like they don't know. They don't
They don't
know
know
we
that we know.
know.
We're like, are you guys like this oblivious? Like that was running through our head of like,
Now, to be fair, a lot of the people that would have been looking were also at TC, so they must have had their mind on other things like future plans,
no,
trying to get their
like
living situation
some of
situated.
them of like my chat just they saw what was happening. They literally made a full separate chat about it
Yep.
I
and
know
just did a
Nerdy.
24-hour strike.
I know Nerdy was all like, "Hold on, wait a minute," and had the whole calculations meme going on in their head.
I was checking in
Like,
and suddenly DMs me saying, "It's I want to ask you about something about the ramen photo." I'm like, "What is it?" Oh boy.
yeah, no, yeah, no. I mean, y'all had ramen. I had sushi. That was some good
Indeed.
sushi.
I
That
still
was
remember
Um,
you teaching
best
everyone how
ramen.
to use chopsticks with the ramen.
chopsticks.
Oh,
Because
poor May.
son,
Oh, poor
it was
May.
fucking. It was like May, Dalton, and like two others.
I love how that was my first impression of May, just absolutely struggling to use
Use
chopsticks, and I was
chopsticks.
like, "Oh
Oh yeah,
no."
the other funny reaction that I got from Zayd,
Oh my god,
was eating
yes.
the ginger,
The ginger.
Oh yeah, you just taking the ginger and just eating the entire
eating it.
thing.
Hmm.
I have never been more horrified in my life, I don't think.
Yeah, it's like the ginger steer has like palate cleanser, but it's also good, so you can just eat it.
Zayd was horrified, to say the very least.
Saw it DM'd me, and we saw that you were baiting us for reaction, so we decided, no, we're not baiting a reaction though.
We were just like,
We just thought
"Hey,
it'd be
here's a
funny.
casual face reveal,"
Here's just a
basically.
casual face reveal, not trying to be like, this is what I look
Not
like.
trying to make a big deal out of it and everything. That's what like the whole idea was.
That was the whole thing. It was never like we want a reaction out of people. We were just like, just a casual. Here's what he looks like. Here's what I look
Yeah.
like. I mean, to be fair, I don't look like that anymore because I have my hair shorter.
I have seen the haircut. It is a very nice haircut.
It is, yes. Very nice. Very
It's already waking up. It wasn't a bait though. That's the funny part.
Yeah, it was never meant to be an actual bait.
Because the thing was, the literal next day during the 24-hour staying silent, we took more photos and posted them on social media.
Yeah.
I was
We
like,
were just literally testing the community, being like, how long is it going to take?
how long is this gonna take now at this point?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, when no one said anything, we're like, okay, we're just gonna keep posting until someone says something.
23 hours. Thank you very much.
People wouldn't do him like
Okay,
that.
the thing is, Abolish gave me full permission and it was
Yeah, no.
planned.
Yeah, no, like it wasn't like this is by accident. It was like April asked. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I was planning on doing a face reveal after TwitchCon. I think just doing it more casually now is just how it goes.
Yeah. Like, we literally talked about it in the Uber home or back to the hotel.
Oh, that was an interesting Uber.
The guy was
Oh, no, that
so
was-
chill. It was just the actual cramming into the car.
Oh, no, okay. No. This was the Uber to
No, you're thinking about Outback. That was later.
I think
Yeah,
you're talking
Outback.
about Outback on
Coming
the way
back from
back.
Outback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, that guy was really chill. Oh, poor deity.
I remember, chat, funny thing, right? So we were with Deity, Zayd, Abolish, and myself, right? So what, 4 people?
Mhm.
Yeah,
4 of us.
4 of us. And we all crammed into this one little sedan. Was it? Yeah, it
like,
was a sedan.
It's just like a 4-door, like 3 passenger in the back, 2 people at
Yeah.
front sedan.
But crammed, you know? And
The thing is,
poor Deity.
the car's already small,
Mm-hmm.
but so you're packing 3 people into the back of the car, and then
And we did the
the
smallest
passenger
people in the
seat.
back.
Yeah, they put the smallest people in the back. We put Deity up front. The thing was also that the passenger seat was also pushed forward.
To make room for the
So,
passengers.
Deity wasn't even looking out the front windshield. His face was up against where like the flip down thing with the mirror. His face
Yeah.
was in that. He was looking at that.
It was like so crammed in the like the dude was chill. It was just such a crammed ride,
Yeah.
just to make room for the people in the back. So it was just super funny.
Yeah. And the guy was like, you can push the seat back. And he was like, nah.
Deity was like, I've already fully committed. I'm
Yeah,
not.
like he told Deity that like halfway through the actual drive, and then Deity's like, at this point, already committed, and just chose not to recline backwards with the chair.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like a magnet the first day of TwitchCon because everyone knew I had the antlers on.
Yeah,
And everyone's like, oh, there's April. Oh, there's April. April, the antlers, April.
yeah. Basically, April with the Antlers was like
That's how Dee
the
finds
like.
to abolish for the
Yeah,
cat
no,
ears.
exactly. And Dee's already seen what I look like.
Hmm.
But
We were in Artist
what
Alley, so.
yeah, but like every
Were we?
reaction. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Could have sworn.
There's two artist alleys.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
was
right.
one on one side, one to the other. Um, every reaction though to April was because I was always next to April. Was they would see April, know who April looked like, and then they would see me, and it's that quick glance down at someone's badge name to see who they are because you don't know what their face is,
Mhm.
and then just the realization of, oh, that's you.
I remember Itza did that with Zayd too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It happened multiple times.
It happened multiple times and it was great.
I was
Please give me
genuinely
yours.
trying to like avoid Itza because at the time I was told like Itza was scared of me or something. I was like, oh, okay, well I'll just do him a favor then.
I want animals.
I was like, I don't know how someone could be afraid of little old me, but all right, okay.
He lost a chunk block.
Yeah, I'm
Nope,
really
there it
not
is.
that scary.
Zayd is the least terrifying person you can run into, most likely.
Yeah.
He is just a lost puppy.
Yeah.
Not this time. This second TC, I'm gonna be an independent little man.
You're gonna be independent and leave me
Hey, Zayd, so
alone.
how's your Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
You're gonna hold that over my head this entire time, aren't you?
Like, I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's like, it's just funny.
I'm amazed you have never done like a Master Duel stream at all.
Yu-Gi-Oh's too complicated to explain what's happening and be like, so this is what this card does, which activates this card, which then sends this card, which then does this
Yeah,
card.
you genuinely have to go into one of the older formats or a constructed format just so people can grasp.
Understand the
Mhm.
basic thing, because it's like, if you play modern Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm gonna say words that people aren't gonna know, you play modern Yu-Gi-Oh on your turn, and you just get hand trapped 5 different times.
I'm 5'6", thank you.
And then it's then their turn, and they have a full board because you didn't draw properly, or vice versa. They go first, and it's just 5 negates on the board with 3 hand traps in their hand still, and you just can't do anything. So it's like draw the out, I guess, and trying to explain the fun in it is very difficult.
Zayd has tried explaining it to me multiple times, and I still haven't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was officially just released from my virtual class.
Oh, congrats.
We're pretty much doing absolutely nothing, so that's why I joined in on call.
No, you're good.
Fair enough.
Anyway, hey, I have a 25% idea of what's happening during Zayd streams. Okay, yeah, I stream Master Duel every now and then, but
How have
yeah,
I not gotten a
explaining
single
it is
animal?
so hard. However,
Like,
I
I'm
feel like
fine with playing games that are like Helldivers or even rarely Destiny, because it's basically shoot thing dies,
Yep.
funny moment.
That raid was
it's really
an
hard to get
interesting
into
stream.
all different kinds of card games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like the easiest one right now to get into would be the Pokemon card game, thanks to TCG Pocket.
Yeah, Pocket's the easiest.
Everything's so simplified, and because of that, it's a very easy game to pick up, but it's so hard to master because of all the nuance to it.
Yeah, I think another easy like card game to play and stream and to explain is Hearthstone.
Hearthstone is really nice.
Pain to understand. Like just the cards are annoying, but like the overall mechanic is basically your turn. You have X amount of points that you can spend to play a card. Those cards cost those points. Once you use up all your points, it's the end of your turn. And then you pass it to your opponent. Opponent does thing. Same thing. Back to you. You can then attack. They can then attack.
Yep.
And it's back and forth, and just whoever can kill the person first wins. It's coming to Xbox in August. I saw that. Yes.
Yup. We're finally getting the Xbox, people. Gonna be able to bring my other cousin into the fray.
Oh boy.
Yeah. With Hearthstone, I realized that a lot of newer card games that come out like to go with Hearthstone's format, where there's a mana system or an energy system, and it's pretty much just Hearthstone, but with a different IP
Twist.
slapped on top of it.
Yeah.
For me, the one I'm right now playing is Dragon Ball Z Fusion World.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is pretty much just Dragon Ball Z Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And I feel
See,
like my
that's why-
favorite. Oh,
That's why I just enjoy Minecraft. Because it's something you can play and people you don't understand can learn quick enough.
that is fair. I was always into card games at a very young age. Oh, but nerdy, I just brewed it. What do you mean? Did you pocket? Took out the alk.
Oh,
With
the
the crack.
coffee.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I should probably do those auto battles.
Wait. Ziana,
Diana
go,
just brewed coffee.
I need to go yell at my sister real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, not actually.
Ziana,
run! I'm not actually. Where's Ziana gonna run to? They're in their room.
I can come
Out
pick
the
her
window?
up.
I would be absolutely astonished if my sister could survive a jump down from the roof.
Tuck and roll?
You never know.
I mean, Ziana would survive, but it hurt like absolute.
I love hearing Zayd in a PG setting.
I mean, I don't have to be PG, but I'm not
don't
really willing
have
to
to
suffer
be.
these consequences.
Indeed.
What concept? Oh, April's not PG.
I'm PG-13, so like I allow myself like one curse a stream. Basically family friendly
Hmm.
in a way.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it.
I will come bonk you next time.
See, that's the consequence I don't want to deal with, Abolish.
No getting bonked. Oh, there's the one cuss word.
Yep. Whatever puts
Alright.
me out of my misery. Oh boy.
Ziana, why
Good job, Olive.
depressed?
Olive used the
Yay.
one swear.
Olive's swear token has been used. Next stream, it's got to be Itza.
Oh boy.
And then the next one's going to be Nerdy. Then after that, it's Zenny. Then after that, it's Antari. It's just a whole list. Oh god, Olive's playing Fortnite. That explains it.
Yeah, no, Olive's been playing Fortnite for the past hour, I'm pretty positive.
I don't get what's so fun about
I'm not
Early
kidding
day
when I
Fortnite
tell
was
you Oppo has tried dragging me into Fortnite a couple times, at least last year, and I said no every time. I'm
Yeah,
very proud of myself
she
for that.
doesn't play much anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be a full fix. Because trust me, I was playing late night Fortnite with Zappo that past year.
I still remember
loved-
the Valorant invite when you were still learning the game a little bit. I was like, oh boy.
Oh no, I fully knew Valo. I've played Valo since beta.
Mm-hmm.
Valorant. I'm more of a Counter-Strike player myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, somehow I managed to drag you into Valorant. I don't know how to feel about that still.
I mean,
Me
it
or
was much
Zayd?
like Counter-Strike. It was just
no, Zayd.
oh.
I don't know who April's.
Did you mean Abolish or me, April?
Huh?
That answers that question.
Zayd.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Then
still
yeah,
surprised I was able to drag you into it.
I was planning on trying Valorant anyway, as I was a fan of Counter-Strike, and I was like, oh, this is cool, a different twist on the tactical shooter. But
quote unquote tactical shooter.
Yeah, exactly. The more I played it, the more apparent it became where it wasn't really tactical. It was more or less.
See, it used to be tactical until it turned
Mhm.
into an arcade tactical shooter.
Mhm.
Yeah, it had way too many arcade elements, and because of that, it you generally would play it thinking, "Oh, I can play this casually." It has a lot of those casual arcade elements,
Yeah,
but
no.
every game
You
mode
get
is
tilted.
inherently very competitive.
You get tilted and sweaty even playing casual.
The reason I
Mhm.
love Counter-Strike is because they have a dedicated casual mode, which instead of 5v5, it's 10v10. That there is nothing but chaos that happens there, and you can get away with so many like
Shenanigans.
shenanigans exactly, even though it's inherently a tactical shooter that takes itself seriously.
Yeah. See, I played Valorant when it first came out on the private beta.
Mm.
When they did their whole like to play the the open like the
Mhm.
private beta that anyone could play by watching Twitch streams from creators because they were
Mm.
Twitch drop codes. So
Mhm.
you'd add your email and then you would get a Twitch drop code
Yeah, yeah.
if you like randomly selected.
Yeah.
So fun fact, and I love this story. Um, a Valorant can only be played on a PC.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get my PC until like 2021, 2022. Valorant came out in like 2019.
Yup.
So how did I play on a PC game when I only had a Mac?
Not the
I
mag.
I partitioned part of my Mac to becoming a Windows operating system.
You actually did that.
And I played and it was only used for Valorant.
Oh my
Trackpad
God.
gaming.
Oh no, it's like it wasn't a laptop. It was proper like
Oh,
Mac
you had one of
keyboard
the.
and
Okay.
mouse. Like it wasn't a laptop. It's a normal Mac and keyboard. Um, but I partitioned part of the Mac
Excuse me.
to being a Windows operating system,
There's so many skeletons. Oh my gosh.
which is super funny because the only two things I downloaded on that partition was Valorant and Discord, so I can talk to my like IRL friends from high school. And when I told them what I did, because I knew I had a Mac, that was the running joke for the entire beta. Was if anyone had a mic on our team, they would just tell the person what I'm playing on, and they wouldn't believe that it would be possible because it's a PC game.
I
But
played
if you
on a gaming
partition it,
laptop when I first started.
it can run.
Yeah.
What were your first kind of gaming experiences, Abolish? I'm talking all the way back, like when you were but a wee lad.
Game Boy,
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
like flip Game Boy on like Fire Red, Leaf Green
That's one of the Pokemon games.
on Pokemon. I
I
remember
still
playing
need to
that.
drag April through one of those handheld Pokemon games.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that I remember. I remember playing a PS game, PS1 came out of a neighbor's house. It was like uh called like downhill racing.
Okay.
Basically, it was just this mountain like crazy doing tricks down a mountain, versing like NPC bots, and you're on a bike and you can crash out. It was like a Tony Hawk game, but not really.
Hmm.
Played that, and then what got me into FPS games was my cousin who had a PS3 and was playing Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2.
Ah, yes.
And he taught me how to like snipe in that on Rust and such,
Hmm.
Yeah,
which then
Connor.
transitioned me to. Well, I also was playing Pokemon on like the DS and such, and we had a Wii at my house, so I was playing Mario Kart and all those games. And then Minecraft came around. I was playing Minecraft on my Mac because we were an Apple only family.
That
Mhm,
is my
mhm.
family.
And
I'm the only one with a PC in the house.
yeah, and it was the only game I could play on my Mac. That was like
The
functional.
Corvid has entered the chat.
Luna, it hasn't even been 3 hours yet. What do you mean?
Um, and at that point, I played Minecraft up until a point, took a break from it, came
Interesting.
back at the end of my senior year playing it, and then I just play a bunch of different stuff. I played Destiny as well on my PS4, and played between that. Played a bunch of
No,
different COD games. Stopped
no,
playing Call of Duty
April.
once the skill-based matchmaking and dumb system was added. Played a lot of Warzone when it was new because it was funny and fun, like early Warzone.
Mm.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, just like did my stuff. Played a bunch of different games.
In April for you was like the Nintendo Wii, correct? Or was
Nintendo Wii was the very first console I ever touched. But like, if we're talking actual gaming, because that was like Wii Fitness, Wii Sports. You know, it was all those like games that.
still count Wii Sports and Wii Play like games
There's still games because
Yeah.
with
like
the Wii's.
let's be honest, doing Wii bowling isn't gonna get you entirely fit.
Bro,
I
Wii
loved
Tennis
Wii
was
bowling.
freaking fun. I loved
Oh my
playing that.
gosh, Wii Tennis. Oh. Yeah, so that was technically my first thing, and then the second thing, I don't. So, fun fact about me, I started Minecraft Pocket Edition.
Oh,
iPad kid.
Actually, it was on a Kindle Fire HD, actually,
iPad
so.
kid.
yeah, that was my Minecraft Pocket Edition experience, mainly on my Kindle Fire.
Wow, you're both
Yeah,
iPad
Kindle
kids.
Fire
That's crazy.
HD.
Well, that's the thing. You see, I got Minecraft Pocket Edition after I was already introduced to Java Edition from my best friend at the time, Jacob, which April you met at my birthday party last time.
Yes.
He showed me on his little laptop. Oh yeah, this is this game called Minecraft, and I got infatuated and hooked immediately. We were going, I believe, on a camping trip, and he showed me back when Captain Sparkles' TNT Revenge
Mm-hmm.
song
Mm.
was new. It was barely like 2 months old.
Yep.
And he showed me that song, and I was like, oh my god, wait, this is much like the DJ Godless Falling in Love song. I was like, oh, they make Minecraft parodies? There's an entire community behind this? Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So for the longest time, I'm asking my parents, hey, can I get Minecraft? Hey, can I get Minecraft? And they did all these half measures for me. You know, the Pocket Edition got me like the old Xbox 360 edition
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
such.
that's
It was
honestly, it was technically Xbox 360 I started Minecraft on because my older brother introduced it to me. He was like, "Oh, I think this would be a cool game for us to play together because it's not violent. It's not because he played like a lot of GTA and everything."
mhm.
And then yeah, and then I got it on Pocket Edition because I wanted to play it more alone, but I was not permitted to touch the Xbox.
Aw.
We actually still have that Xbox 360.
It's the
That
one
same
that I.
one. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We
I
still
wonder if
have
you have
that
any of your old
Xbox.
worlds on there.
I doubt it.
It's always nice
Primarily,
to go visit back in nostalgic worlds and such.
primarily because they were on Xbox Live,
Oh, okay.
and I think there were realms that my brother had with friends and everything. So I kind of doubt it because I never personally created a world on there. It was all like my brothers and everything.
Oh yeah, but before all my Minecraft experience and such, my first game that I believe I touched that I remember somewhat clearly was, funnily enough, Halo Combat Evolved.
It was good. I played Halo. I played in Reach and 3 on the Xbox.
Yeah, I played a lot of Halo Combat Evolved at the ripe age of 3 years old. My parents, it was mainly my dad that convinced my mom to let me, and my dad was like, as long as we teach him that this is just a video game, don't do that in real life, he'll be fine. And so afterwards, it was a lot of games on the Dreamcast. I'm talking like the first Soul Calibur, Bomberman with my
Yeah.
brother. Hydro Thunder, which was a racing game, turned into like an arcade game that's in most arcade bars nowadays. And Power Stone 2. Power Stone 2 is pretty much if you took a PvE platform fighter like Smash
Yeah.
and just put it in a game. That's pretty much what it was.
Abolish is
Mhm.
yawning. Oh no.
Oh no.
I was just stretching.
Tired. Oh,
Oh,
you,
fair
you know
enough.
what? Hold on. Oh, I just
Oh.
popped something in my chest.
That'd be your rib cage.
I just popped my rib cage.
Oh dear God. Oh, there's
Yeah,
a
I had a
stretch from
very
Nerdy.
wide experience of games, fighting, racing, shooters.
Yep.
Funnily enough, Jake also actually introduced me to the Pokemon games. My first handheld device on my DS that he got me was Pokemon Heart Gold. That's what my introduction was.
I played Heart Gold. I played Diamond and Pearl. I
Thank
had
you, Nerdy.
Platinum.
Yeah, my second game was Platinum. I didn't even realize it was a version before Heart Gold.
Yeah, and then
I just loved it.
Black and White.
Yeah, I believe I got Pokemon White version. And then I got Pokemon Black version too. That was definitely my favorite generation, and for good reason. It seems to be like one of the most popular generations for all the games.
Well, just
They had good
listening to this
Pokemon.
and being like, I missed out on a lot.
I
My
mean,
brother was the only gamer in the family. Everyone else was book nerds, including myself. I still am very much a book nerd.
like, to be fair, the benefit of Pokemon, right, is you can get like an emulator in the sense,
Mm-hmm.
and you can play the Pokemon games on a PC with a controller and go through the entire game on a playthrough. And then if you wanted to do like randomized Nuzlocke and that type of stuff, you can do that as well for fun.
I want to
But
do that
like,
with stream, but I wanted to like actually mod my 3DS so I could stream it from my 3DS so that, legal stuff wouldn't be in question.
well, no, you still buy the game, but you can play it through.
Yeah. So it's like on stream I should show here's my physical copy. However, I'm using an
Well,
emulator.
You don't, you
No.
don't need to, like, because a lot of the creators that I watch that on Pokemon right now, they'll do Nuzlocke or like randomized battles in um X and Y.
I've got it.
X and Y, Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire, or Sword and Shield.
April, I've got it.
What?
You and I, for your first Pokemon experience, can do a Soul Link.
Oh dear God.
Oh no.
For those who don't know, a Soul Link is when two players bound their Pokemon together,
No.
and if one dies, the other dies.
Yep.
No.
On top of that, if it's a Soul Link Nuzlocke, you can only catch the first Pokemon you see in each route. And
That
you can
would
only
be
catch,
obviously be very limiting, and I wouldn't want to do that, but it'd be a fun idea.
yeah, but how Nuzlocke rules go is for Soul Link. If it's randomized starters, so it doesn't matter too much.
I feel like a lot of people know what a Soul Link is strictly from that one video Jaden Animations posted.
Yeah. If you do like a randomized Nuzlocke Soul Link, right? Different rules are you can't if it's randomized, that means randomized Pokemon starters, randomized abilities, moves are the same, but you get randomized like you can get for example, you can get Arceus if Arceus is in the game. It can randomize with huge power on it. Like the abilities are random, the starter Pokemon are random. Every Pokemon in each route are random. The Nuzlocke doesn't start until you actually get your first set of Pokeballs.
Oh my God, there's a cow. Oh my God, animals are
Cow.
spotted. Let's go.
And pig. So the benefit of that is you link it up with someone else, and the rules go: starters and any Pokemon that you link, you cannot share the same type on your team.
Yep.
So
would be
if
very
one of you have a water type, neither of you can have a water type after that one person, unless you guys want to switch. So add that to the rule of you only get to catch one Pokemon per route,
And making teams is going to be really hard.
and you make teams out of it. On top of that, you can't use any items, like healing items, in battle. You can give them berries, you can give them held items, you can give them like healing moves like recover, but you can't use potions on them or that. That's another thing. And if one person Pokemon dies, that's linked to another. Yeah, that one dies. There is a rule to be lenient on it. Where if the Pokemon dies in battle, the other person can still use that Pokemon only until after
They
the battle's
defeat-
done.
Yeah, half the battle's done.
If you want to be really strict, you can be like, if that Pokemon's dead, you can't use it at all in your battle. So that means you can't use it to switch out. You can't use it as like a swap, like death foddermon. It just can't be used at all. So, and if you want to get really serious, you go into the custom Pokemon games. Because there are some crazy custom Pokemon games that are so difficult that it's like you have to use special like things to help you. Like one of them is a route finder that tells you what every Pokemon is in that route. And then you can specifically catch that Pokemon and try to catch it.
Abolishes
crazy.
Pokemon nerd is so coming out, and I'm all for it.
I don't know. Like I love Pokemon. Pokemon's such a fun game to like watch. Like people play.
It
Like I'm watching
is,
a
it
I'm
really
like
is.
I'm really watching a channel called Dads Being Dudes, where it's just two creators that are dads that just play. It's just a shared channel between them. They have their own channels.
Man, I want to stream Pokemon so badly. I just need to find a way to do it.
Where did the chickens
Mhm.
go? Here's one. I'm on a
I
mission.
did tune into the tier list streams, but I was busy doing my own thing during them, so I tended to just lurk. And by that point,
lurked
I
in
think
those
I
as
exited.
well.
And we're doing another Pokemon stream basically tomorrow, where we're linking. We're basically kin assigning and slash partnering up what the cast members look like to what Pokemon they would have in.
Oh wow, you're
Yeah.
actually doing that.
Yeah, that was the idea. So
Man, this is getting me like craving a whole what Minecraft Pokemon SMP.
oh, Cobblemon
See, yeah, Cobblemon. Just
or
see how
whatever the
that
other Mon
goes.
is. I mean,
It would be hard to organize mainly because the fact that
the thing is, I don't like me personally. I think Cobblemon's cool. I don't enjoy it just because it doesn't give the same feel as Pokemon.
it doesn't. Because again, it's one of those things where it doesn't give you that you're on an adventure vibe. You're still an open world experience.
It's the same way of how I felt similar to the Pokemon Legends of Arceus, like when they went back in time, and like the Hisuian Pokemon are really cool, but the play style, like just open world, everything's there. I think it's a cool concept. I liked it. I think it was good, but like it's just not the same vibe as just normal Pokemon, where it's like you follow a route. You lost your chickens. But besides that, I do think
Oh, there goes the cows. Okay.
yeah, you kind of need to fence off both
Yeah.
separately.
Do you happen to have any sheep to make carpet with?
Nope.
I saw a sheep over there on the right of your screen.
April,
April.
Walk to one side, fence off halfway instead of trying to get every other animal in there.
You know what? We're gonna be smart about this.
But yeah, like Cobblemon is cool, but the whole thing of like, oh, you got to make your Pokeballs. Oh, you can just find a random legendary just flying around. It's like it's not
So
as like
yeah, if it was a
fun.
Cobblemon kind of SMP, it would have to be modded in a way.
if it was route based, where it's like everyone starts with a
Mhm.
Pokemon, everyone can go out to their journey, everyone fights like there's no actual gym leader fights. There's no one to actually do battles with. It's just open world catch Pokemon.
Yeah, chat, I've done the Cobblemon stuff. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Oh my god, there is a sheep.
But
Like you
with that said, though, I am gonna head on out.
Okie dokie.
alrighty,
I'll probably
Abolish.
be ending stream here shortly anyway.
Thank you
Well, it's an
again.
honor to be a part of the stream and talk about nerdy
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, and thank you for letting me just hop on and join you
Yeah,
in the
the
southern.
Indeed.
I was. Oh my god!
Were you
I was like,
impressed or were you?
what kind of realm did I join into?
Yeah. But the accent's there, and that's all that matters.
Indeed it is. And it was approved by other Southerners, so.
Which is good.
Yes, yes, yes.
But I will see you all later.
Alright,
Goodbye.
bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, I shall head on out as well.
Yeah, I'll probably be ending stream anyway.
Goodbye, chat. You all have a good night or day or wherever
Goodbye.
you are.
I'm not letting him finish. Alrighty, chat. Alright. Oh my gosh. I was not planning on streaming that long. It is almost 10:30. Okay. Only person that is live right now in my following is Olive Hoodies. Olive is chill. We enjoy Olive, another Minecraft creator. Yeah. Super chill person, so don't forget to share the love. Appreciate all of you tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek of Abolishes Southern that you're going to be seeing for the majority of tomorrow. Hearing the majority of tomorrow. Olive is playing MCCI, so yeah, have fun, have a good rest of your night, get some sleep, get some water, get some food if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye!